Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another hangout. Yeah, Shane, I'm back doing this on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch because there's a lot of audience that never went over to Twitch, didn't want to go near Twitch, so I decided to hell with it. Let's stream it everywhere. So how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a good day. Yes, Bamboo Labs P1P printing right now. Let's say hi to everybody in chat before we bring out other people in. I have a couple of people waiting. If someone wants to join us, there's a link. You want to come in and join the conversation. So, Sergio, how are you, sir? First in, welcome. Let's see who else is there. Non-fam, hey man, how are you doing? Shane, how's life? Let's see, Shawdell, how are you, sir? Let's see, Shane, Mika Steve, how are you doing, Mika Steve? Who else is there? I think that's everybody. So I already have a few people. This is printing. They're noisy. I can change the speed of it down in a while if needed. So let's bring people in. See who's there. I'm doing good. Mr. Diesel, how are you, sir? So Matt, are you awake? You're muted.
No, I'm not
Shane.
awake. I'm half asleep.
Hey guys.
Hey, Shane.
I'm happy. I done a thing. I just spent $1,605 on a Bamboo Lab X1 carbon. It's paid for, and I should get it in a couple weeks. Yay! Let's spend some money.
I don't know.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yeah, that's the normal Jerry, okay? That's the normal Jerry now.
Shane, Nat, what's going on? Astro Printer.
How's life, guys?
How the hell is everybody?
Yep. All right. Pretty good.
Excellent.
And it's going to go right here. Look, I got a spot for it.
No.
Right
He already
next to
made
my
room for it.
No, you cannot put it with the other printers.
This will be the most expensive
Mistakenly,
printer
they're going to send it over to me now.
Okay, Jerry, you cannot put it with the other printers. It will shake so much, it will screw up all the other printers printing.
But if you look at all the crap I have, I only use one printer at a time.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not one of those guys that got to print everything because I've already printed everything.
Well, I'm just saying, if you try to print more than one thing on different printers, if you try to run two machines, it will vibrate so much that it will upset all the quality on every other printer on that shelf.
Okay.
Just heads up. My desk, you saw me print on the unboxing on Sunday. My monitor was waving like this because of the vibrations from everything. So yeah, just watch
when I do my live unboxing and when I do follow-up videos,
Yep.
I will list everybody that donated to me. I won't list what you donated, but I will list you and a list of people that helped me buy it. I sold many printers. I got donations. I took a lot of that money and I paid bills. I bought groceries, and then I had to get a third credit card, which I didn't want to do, which came today. It came and I ordered it within 5 minutes of opening it up, and I got it done. Now I'll take some of that money in my bank account, and then when I get my money from YouTube in, I'll dump it back on the card and try to hurry it and pay it down. But I had mentioned before that when I threw all three items in my cart, the P1P, the AMS unit, or the X1 carbon, in my cart, it said the shipping was $58 on each one of them. That was wrong. Once I actually checked out and put my credit card number in, my shipping was $120. My tax, my tax was $120. The shipping is $35, but the tax was $120. So
That's
$16.05.
Will it work though? Oh, with Clipper, yeah, I know. But this doesn't have a normal Clipper installed. It's got their own version of it. I don't know if it'll work with the ADXL because everyone's excited about this machine. And if you want my honest opinion, I've had it a few days, and I'm still in the uncertain category. I've got questionable print quality out of it. People say do this. I've tried them all, and it's still questionable print quality. So, am I excited about it as a printer? Yes, it has a lot of possibilities. Am I enamored with it because of what it's giving me? No, not yet. Not there. I got time to get there, but I'm not there yet. I have some issues. Yeah, what's that? 216. What's that, Jerry?
Alien 3D sent me out a bunch of stickers. You could send him like $20 a few months back, if you know, when he went to Earth. And a lot of companies sent him stuff. And then for around, I don't know, $17, $18, he would divide it up and mail it out. I just got it in mail. I'm not sure. I think he got shorted for some companies, so I'm not sure if I got a little everything or not. So I can either do a fast unboxing or I can do a YouTube short with it. But I'm not going to open it up yet.
So, Dum Dum, no. He has ordered the carbon, the X1 carbon with the AMS is what he ordered.
Yeah.
Not the P1P. I didn't want the AMS. I don't want an AMS unit on this. I don't do multicolor material. No
Liam's
fun.
cost him around $780. What I just ordered cost me $1,605.
Yeah.
And I was
need
going to
my
get
own
that.
size.
And I was debating if I get that plus AMS, if I would have spent like for a little over $300 more, I could have got the whole kit and caboodle. I talked to my wife about it, and believe it or not, Brandy's like, well, yeah, just get the whole kit and caboodle. If you're going to spend almost that much for the smaller unit with this, go for all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
So I did.
I didn't want that though. Yeah. I don't need that.
And the community helped me out around $200 to $250 came from the community. I haven't exactly figured it all up yet, but that's about how much the community helped me out on it.
Well, you'll get in about 3 weeks' time, roughly, yeah?
Yeah. They say they'll get them in at the end of January. They'll ship probably the first week of.
Hey, Sergio.
Hey,
guys.
how you doing? How you doing? How goes it?
Yeah.
It's going.
Well, that's fine. I have no need for multicolor. And it has a good filament run out and then resume. So I don't need the, any of that. So to me,
Well,
I don't need the AMS.
Liam can do 2-color and I can do 2-color, but I don't use
I like
2-color. But maybe when I get 4, I will. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I have IDEX machines. If I want to do multicolored, that's what I can do on my IDEX machines, right?
But you can do 2. You can't do more than 2. It's a problem.
That's not a problem. Everything I do is single color anyway. So, how are you, Sergio?
I'm good. A little slow right now. The other day we had looks like somebody was walking around the house around 3 a.m. and the dogs were going off.
Oh,
So today, I specifically bought a camera for that side of the house where I don't have a camera.
mm-hmm.
And so today we installed it. And the reason why I bought this camera probably 6-7 months ago. The only reason I hadn't done it yet is because I wanted to put it high up on the side of the house.
Yeah.
Up on the second floor. So today we installed it, and I'll show you. I got it's working pretty good too. I was just testing it. When you
Nice.
see how high it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's way up there. It's way up in the eaves of the house.
Yeah, and that's in night mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if the light turns on, you should see how bright it gets back there.
Good color. Yeah.
All my cameras work great in the dark until they don't. Eventually, most of them end up going completely black on me. But for a long time, you could see in pitch darkness, like with daytime.
Yeah, that's like this one. This is the Wise Cam, the Wise floodlight cam.
The Wise has a new one now. They actually has a camera that moves.
Yeah, but this one's the steady one.
Yeah.
What I like about it is it also has a siren built into it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So if I see somebody back there, I can hit the siren.
Scare the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Good man.
Pretty good.
So,
the one project I'm working on is the I'll show you right now. You know that micro jib?
no.
Hold on a second. Monitor 2.
This is my project right now. Oh, the camera dip. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about. I've got that much printed out,
Oh, nice.
but I'm waiting on filament. I'm running out of filament.
Wow. So
I didn't realize how much filament it takes. It takes a lot of filament.
Shut up.
Almost most parts are 30 to 40%, depending on the part and infill. So it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I think that they have a new one coming out though. I think they've announced a new one,
Is that right?
a new pan camera.
Oh, you're talking about the Wise.
Yeah, but I think they come out with a new pan version, and I think it's got tracking on it.
Yeah, I've got a pan in the front where I can look at any one of the vehicles, and I can even, it's on the corner of the house, and on this side of the house where I didn't have a camera, I could literally turn it and bring it to look and see, but I wanted something that constantly monitors that side.
Yeah.
So, because the other camera, the one that the pan camera, I usually keep it looking forward at the vehicles.
Yeah, I'm thinking about adding 2 more in my home. I'm going to get the outdoor, the V3s. I don't know. I don't think I need a pan. I want one to look at the driveway. And if I put it on the side of the house, it will look along the side of the house and the driveway, the garage door and the driveway all in one. Or I can actually, in my garage, above the ceiling of my garage, there's a window up there, fake window into the attic space.
Yeah.
I would mount the one up there, and that would look down over my driveway only.
I've got 8 cameras that are wired around the house, which sucks running wire. 2 of them went down. I swapped out the cameras and something with the cable. And I hate to have to try to rewire the cable all the way around the house and up the eave and in the house. So I got 2 cameras that are
You
down.
don't need to. You attach it on the other end with tape, and you just pull it through. Paycheck that. So whatever is on one side, Jerry, you just tape them together really well, and then go to the other end and just do a pull through, and then you have it clipped in.
Yep.
No, I got them. They're stapled under my eaves and all that. It's a lot of work trying to rerun it everywhere on the outside of my house. I didn't go through the attic. Tech Dad, hello.
So yeah, I have. So this is not printing the way it's supposed to. I've opened a ticket with them. Everybody on the forum saying clean the carbon fiber rods. I've done it so many times. Look, black. Lots
Go
of
on
it.
big screen so we can actually see you, bud.
Well, you can't see it. Sorry, 1 second. So I've cleaned the carbon fiber rods down many times until they're spotlessly clean. I'm still getting issues with the print quality on it. Here's what I think it is. The idlers on here are smooth. A lot of the idlers are smooth. A toothed bell going over the idler is causing a jump in it. And if you measure the gap between the toothed belt and the gap on the lines I'm getting on the flat surface, they match. I think the belt going over a smooth surface is causing the problem.
On my Core XY, I have smooth to smooth. My geared pulleys, I have the teeth going over it.
This is tooth to smooth. And here, watch this. Let me come over to the camera. If you look at the quality of this, you can see the ribs on the surface. See it? The lines?
Barely.
Yeah, but those lines, I don't know if you could see them very well. But
not really. I mean,
okay. Well, there's actually vertical lines, and those lines match up. The distance between them is the same distance as it is between the teeth and the belt. So
what do you print, Liam?
I'll show you later when it's done.
Okay.
It's a secret. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
All right.
So, yeah, I'll show you in a while. But
don't kill me till after I get my Bamboo Lab so I can enjoy my
$1,600. If I do, I'll get Brandy to redirect.
Your wife will.
So,
Jerry,
I'm also going to do the upgrades to this because I have the upgrade kit, like the additional fan kit.
Oh, did Matt tell everybody that he has a label maker and he's going to name his P1P Louise? He's going to put a big label on the front that says Louise. He's going to call it Louise.
No, that's wrong. Louise is going to put her name on the front of it because she won it.
I think I'm gonna label mine's Enterprise,
Nice.
since I'm a Star Trek fan. So
Oh, join the club, man. I'm a big Trekkie. I actually have all of the Next Generation, the original series, and Voyager, all of the DVDs.
I would say you're a Star Wars fan because I've seen a lightsaber and I see a stormtrooper and a Darth Vader. I didn't know you were a Star Trek fan.
both.
Yeah, I'm just an IT. I'm just a nerd, right? Just so I
Hey,
printed.
Tech Dad, how you doing?
So I printed this as well on the BAM a while ago in clear PETG. It's for the
What
light.
is that? Light diffuser?
So this is well, it's actually not really going to diffuse much because it's clear, but it's a cover for the LED light that goes on when it goes on here.
Well, without it, the light would be blinding to look at it, so that would kind of diffuse the brightness, so it would light up, illuminate the area.
Well, they say to mount it on the side here, because this is the front of the printer. I'm going to mount it on the front to shine across on front is what I'm going to do it instead.
Okay, that way it don't blind you looking in. You'll to light up your
Yeah,
object.
it's looking, it's shining away from you, and as well as that, over here the head will actually create a shadow. The head of the print head, and will actually block the light. On front,
Before you actually stick it, test it. Kind of hold it there and look at it. Turn off your lights. Put it in the front. Look at it.
I'm planning to. So you in the kit, in the expansion.
Yeah.
Jerry, what is this? A bit of knife.
I'm still putting together stuff to send you. I'm sending you this. I was gonna laser engrave it.
Dude,
But I figured I'll give it to you and let you do it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a fiber. He doesn't have a fiber laser. You do.
Wow, that's nice.
Hey, Sergio, it'd be better if you laser engrave it because he doesn't have a fiber laser to etch the surface.
Well, the handle's good.
Yeah, I could the handle.
Yeah.
I can the blade on one of my lasers, but it doesn't etch very deep. But that'd be great. Thank you very much. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm still. Today I was up in the attic because the attic is so full of stuff. I'm still looking for stuff that I'm going through to putting together for you.
You know what that means, Jerry?
Zolan.
You know what that means?
What?
He's finding his crap and he's giving it to you.
Well, that's fine. When I was a kid growing up, I'd ride my bike up and down the alleys, and I was a garbage picker, and I found so much good stuff. And even as an adult, when I worked on job sites, I always brought stuff home. I've always been that kind of person.
This one's going to my my godson's son.
Wow,
He likes to go hunting.
that's bigger than this one. This looks bigger than this one.
Yeah, this one's pretty big.
Very nice.
They look about the same.
One second, guys. I'm just loading up my laser.
Very cool.
I already engraved his name on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I could have done the handle on this one. I didn't think about it when I engraved the blade. I should have done the handle too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
No worries. There'll be some surprises in there too.
Okay. Maybe I'll do an unboxing video when I open it up on camera.
Like llama.
And then I won't do it live in case there's something in there I shouldn't show, and then I can figure out if I want to edit it out or make a video out of it.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not adding any naked women.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm just loading up my laser. I'm doing some engraving. I need to reload it. This is
How much printing have you done on the P1P so far?
I've done about 8 prints. I've only done one. I did the mount for the. Let me switch over.
Oh, okay.
I did the mount for the additional cooling fan.
The fan, yeah.
That's when I saw all the print problems. I did the light holder, the LED light holder, and then I did this. These are I did the light cover, and I did one train. I did a lot of testing to try and find what speed they are. They were telling me print faster and the issue goes away, but you can't always print fast. So I did one train to get a decent print out of it, but I wouldn't say it's great, but it's better than what I was getting. But it's still not right. So I'm doing more testing than I am actual real printing because I'm not getting good quality prints out of it. Like this might be okay because this is a really small piece I'm printing, but I'm not enamored by the quality I'm getting. I really am not.
I did notice when I was printing a lot faster, I was getting better quality. Now that I slowed it down, like you say, I'm starting to see a few things. But the only reason I slowed it down to silent mode is because if I'm printing late, I have to keep it quiet because my sister-in-law is right next door here. So
Okay. Yeah, I'm just setting up I'm just installing the light.
I'll be back in 1 sec.
I'm up.
Shane hasn't talked yet. How you doing, Shane?
Yeah, Shane's been quiet.
I've been doing pretty good. It's a lot of work. That's pretty much what I've been doing lately.
How's work?
It's been good. Learning a lot of stuff. It's been actually pretty, really good compared to my last job. So
you're no longer with automotive. You're no longer with the school anymore either, are you?
I was not. I don't think I was ever with anything automotive.
Oh, I thought you were with the dealership.
No, that's Justin.
Oh, sorry.
Justin works at the dealership. Yeah, I worked with a web development company here in town. Then I was with the school in town, and then now I'm with a company out of Florida, working with the VA. So
Installed.
nice,
very nice.
You're with the VA.
Yeah,
nice.
Contractor with them. So
the VA are good people to deal with. I deal with them through my job as well. Just so you know, every email you send or receive, they have a copy of it and it's archived and it's available for to be searched.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. Can't we do it for them?
Yeah.
So just so you know, and I know the IT guys who actually run the system, out of the HQ office for the VA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just so you know, that's what happens with them with a lot of companies.
Yeah, it's pretty much whenever we want to joke around, we have to go on the other laptop. We keep getting reminded that.
Yeah, or have your own tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
But even if you're using their network, that's also tracked. They often do packet sniffing, or intelligent inspection is what they do.
Yeah. Well, that laptop gets shut off when I'm done with work. Like it's not no longer hooked up to my network or anything like that. So
this is done. Wait for it to go down.
One of those sketchy things. Yeah, I'm actually trying to get this printer up and running.
Which one?
The Artist D.
Well, I thought you had that working already.
Well, I swapped out the started recreating some of the parts while I printed out a PLA, just to, see if my idea would work, and it kind of.
He'll swap you here in a minute when he looks at the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking down there.
I was being sarcastic.
So what's that for?
This is a mount piece that I made for this, and I made it out of PLA, and yeah.
Extruder mount?
Yeah, it's extruder mount.
Well, yeah, that would kind of melt a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, proof of concept, everything works, so I just have to.
PLA is great. It's great for validating that the parts.
Most stepper motors don't get that warm, so it work fine out of PLA. For
they do. They get warm enough to soften PLA.
Yeah, and that's what happened here. It long print, it would get warm enough to melt. That's the inside of the extruder kind of melted in there.
Okay. Yeah. So PET G then or ABS.
Yeah, I printed out of ABS and everything and got it back together, and then one of my parts is a little warped, my fan duct.
Well, it's just like the owner, a little warped.
Yep. So it's going to be do a little printing without that fan on it, I guess.
So you were wondering what I was printing? Let me quickly show you. I got a little head from Jerry.
It's now Liam get a little head from Jerry, a little mini me.
printed okay. There is the matte material, and it's not very big, so the layer lines don't show up on it. The vertical lines.
Here's a big version of what he just showed you. I got it over on printables. Just look up 3D HP.
Yeah.
Did the earring show up?
It did not.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
There is some quality issues, but that's probably just Jerry's head.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, I know Uncle Jesse printed a helmet on the P1P, and he said it fits him. His head is like 23 inches, I think he said in his video, or 23 and a half. I need to find a tape. I have a big head. I'm sure it's bigger than 23.
We didn't want to say it, Jerry, but... Okay, let's get this light installed. Okay, so that's off. I have to peel back a cover in here.
Hello, chat. What's everybody been up to? What are you working on?
Hey,
yesterday, after Liam's live stream yesterday on Sunday, we were on the LA Hobby Guys live stream. Me and Liam were on there with him. He had like 100 and something people watching, and we were talking about lasers. I got into 3D printing a little bit, and Liam. Then I noticed chat. A lot of people in chat were getting upset that we were talking about 3D printing and not lasers. I'm thinking, wow. It actually shocked me to reading chat what some of the comments were, thinking, really? I'm into all hobbies. I don't get upset one over the other, but evidently a lot of people that wanted to hear about lasers didn't want to hear about 3D printing.
Well, Rich shut that down really fast.
Yeah. It's like, wow, it surprised me.
So let's see where it lights best. So the light's installed. I have to power it up. No smoke. That's a good sign. I have to go into the menu. Go down over here.
Oh, where's that plug? In the back of the...
In the front, behind the screen.
Ah.
Well, in the back, yeah.
Yeah, right behind where the screen is,
Yeah.
there's a little panel that covered with a bit of sticky adhesive.
You know, I think maybe...
There's an empty spot for it, right, Liam? So you know where to put it? And we've got the light!
So I can either mount it over here, which is what they recommend, or I can reroute the cabling and mount it in front.
Yeah, probably looking in at your print, it'd be better on the front. That way,
I like it in front instead. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
There or the side? I think the front is better.
Yeah, the front would probably illuminate it better. But if you have a camera mounted in there filming, you got to make sure that it's not blinding the camera too.
Well, the camera's going to be underneath. So put that there. I need to get. It's only stuck in with 3M pads.
Hey, Sergio. Quite often, I hang out in the living room and I watch TV on my big TV, and I don't want to get up and come in here. When I'm in here, I got my TV set on the shelf up here. It monitors all my cameras. Well, if I ever get a delivery and they don't ring the doorbell, I have a 35-inch TV in the spare room I don't use. I'm thinking about putting that on this big hutch in the living room and have a camera outside of the front door. I don't know if I could do it Wi-Fi or what, something simple that would just go to that TV in the living room so I could monitor the front of my house if I'm hanging out in the living room.
You know what? I got a solution for you. Hold on.
What's that? I think that'd be cool because that way, if the dogs don't run to the door hearing somebody, I don't know if I'm getting a delivery because I can't monitor the camera. So I got to run to the front door and open it. Oh, and the Cowboys played yesterday. They kicked the crap out of the Buccaneers. It was an awesome game. It was a wonderful game. Tom Brady done terrible. He needs to retire. He used to be great. He's not now.
Oh, they say that every year.
So now Sunday, Dallas gets to play the 49ers, which they lost badly to last time. But the Dallas hasn't won a playoff game in 35 years. They said it's like 25 or 35 years since they won a playoff game, and they done great last night. And their kicker that's had a perfect record all season missed 3 in a row yesterday. He missed one last week. And until that, he was perfect all season. Then he missed 3 in a row.
All right.
Yeah.
In the box, I'm going to include one of these. I have extras.
What is it? Oh, White's camera?
Video doorbell. You
Okay,
connect
that would
it to your phone, and your phone will ring, and you can talk directly to them from your phone.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. That'd be nice. Thank you.
Brand new in the box. I bought a bunch of them because they were when they first came out, they had a big promotion, so they were really inexpensive. So I bought, I think, like 4 of them. I gave one to my daughter, one to somebody else, and I've got like 3 or 4 left. So I'll put one of these in there.
I've got a white picket fence around my property that locks at the gate. It's a double gate I built at the street on my driveway. And I've got a doorbell out there that usually works. There's a little sign engraved that says to ring the doorbell for delivery. But most delivery people don't ring it. But if I'd have a camera where I could just monitor what's going on out front, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and you can set it up in the app where as somebody's walking up, it'll sense them and automatically alert you that somebody's out there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
I have one. What one do you have? What one do you give him? Which one are you giving him?
The Wise.
Okay, yeah, no, I have the Google one. I have the Nest.
This one, the Wise doorbell.
Yeah, I had the Nest one on my door.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, you a hug when I meet you.
Well, we know if he's going to give you that, you have to at least give him a hug and a kiss, Jerry. Come on now.
One time as a joke, I licked my son's face just to be rude, and that was the worst thing ever. Razor stubble on my tongue. That was, oh my God, that grossed me out. This is when my son was an adult too, so I shouldn't have done it. People in chat are probably freaking out, thinking, "You did what? You licked your son's face?"
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get set up to put on the camera now.
Yeah, I can't wait to do my live stream. I can't wait to do the live stream and unboxing. So I haven't done a live stream in a long time unboxing something.
It's been a while. Like mine, like the one I did on Sunday was the first one in a while as well.
I'm going to contact Bamboo and see if they'll do a giveaway for my live stream. And I've already contacted Wham Bam. So we'll see what happens. Because people like getting free stuff and more people would come.
Can we just turn off this light? So that's working.
And my shitty iPass $2,500 printer was sent to me free to review, do videos, whatever. It has a magnetic build plate and it's got a flex plate on it. And those magnets don't hold very well. So I've got duct tape on my $2,500 printer to hold down the build surface. Because I done 4 prints in a row. And 2 of them were perfect. Nothing moved. And another 2 was like a layer shift where the whole build plate was actually moved. So it's like it doesn't seem to hold that well.
You fixed that, though. You taped it into place, didn't you?
Yeah, but I shouldn't have had to. But yeah, I taped it down with duct tape.
Yeah, well, taping it into place is the right way to do it.
That way, because I don't know how to replace the magnets that are built into the build plate. So I don't know.
Okay, I'm just looking at this where I need to put this camera. Okay, I'm going to install the camera while we're live, guys.
I'm listening to this fan coming on and off, and I still had the Bamboo, the X1 carbon still on. So I just turned it off because I thought it was the fan in there. It turns out the filament dryer is the one that's the fan coming on and off. Because I'm running a bunch of silica packets.
You have X1 carbon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the resonance, when it makes all that high frequency, how often does it need to do that?
You mean the test?
When it starts revving up a really high-pitched noise.
It only does it on startup. And you can tell it not to do that.
Yeah.
So after you slice the file, a screen will come up and all the options are there. If you want it to do what do you call it?
Probe the bed.
The LiDAR, yeah, all that stuff. You can just tell it not to do that if you want.
Yeah. But I think if you pay that kind of money for all those features, you should use it if you have time.
Well, what I do is like the first filament I'm using, I'll let it do it, and then anything I print after that with the same filament at the same time, I just don't need to do it anymore because it's already got it all in there, right?
Okay. Mr. Diesel, yes, I could do that as an option. It's got a real thick steel milled plate that has magnets built into it. I don't know if they're replaceable, but yeah, I could go with the standard magnetic sheet that glues down and put on that. That would be an alternate way of doing it. Then just re-level the printer to the new height. that would be an option. But I'm going to see if I can get a hold of the company, see if I can replace the magnet somehow before I have to go through that. Hey, Mad Cat, how are you doing?
Hey, Corey.
Hey, my cat.
I'm just
Yeah, thank you very much.
Camera.
Did you order your printer today? You said.
I just ordered it. My Discover card came in the mail. Okay, I have 2 credit cards that are maxed out, and I can barely afford my bills. So I've got donations from people. I've sold a bunch of stuff, but a lot of that money I pay bills with, or I go buy groceries, whatever. So it isn't necessarily still in my account. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to get a 3rd credit card. I'll dump it on it, and then I'll take the money as I get it coming in, or what little bit I put away in the bank, and I'll pay it down as quick as possible before interest hits me in 3 months.
Yeah, there you go.
So hopefully I'll pay it down, because one of my credit cards I got like 8 months ago with a $5,000 limit. I said, this is only going to be for a Bamboo Labs, a resin printer, or a CNC. I'm not going to touch it. And I didn't for about 3 months. And then one day I had to got groceries. And then I paid some bills. And then I ran the card up that quick. So
Credit cards are a scam.
Well, yeah, makes things too easy.
They're a scam to get money out of you.
I was waiting for the Discover card to come in the mail, and it came, and within 5 minutes, as soon as I activated it, right before we went live, I'm activating it in the background with Liam, and then I ordered the printer within a minute later, got online, ordered it, boom, it's done. So after the printer, I'm going to go back on their website and see what extra parts I might need to order that may not come with it. That way I'll have them, and that'll be a separate order.
What Gary's not telling you is he got so giddy about it, he was like somebody opening up a Christmas, like a little kid opening a Christmas present.
Yeah, I can act to it. I'm 58, almost 59. I can act like a 2-year-old, or I can act mature. I can turn that on and off at will. When you work with me in construction, you think I'm a rotten mean SOB, but anyway, yeah. Hello, Tripod. How are you?
He bought the Carbon X1, John.
Yeah, I've got the X1 Carbon. My new credit card came in the mail. I activated it on the phone before we went live, and I ordered the X1 Carbon. It was $1,605 and some change. So hopefully at the end of the month, right around the first week of February, I'll be getting it. I'll do a live stream. I'm going to contact Bamboo and see if I can maybe do a giveaway. I've already talked to the Wham Bam, so we'll see what happens. Thank you.
I'm waiting to see if this connects now so I can get the camera working.
This will be the most expensive printer I actually bought. I bought outright with my money. And I got donations in on it too that helped. And in all my videos, I will list everybody that donated to me, not the amounts they donated. That's private. And I don't think anybody wants to be telling everybody what they donated, but I'll list everybody in the video that helped me purchase it.
You know what?
That's the right thing to do.
You're saying he'll love it. I'm not enamored yet. I'm not getting out the queen quality out of it that I was hoping to get out of it. So it's not. There's no slam dunk here that it's a given for me.
Yeah, yesterday when Tripod, he was a special guest over on Jim the Edutech's live stream, Hot Makes, and I was making wisecracks in chat about Tripod because I was trying to get Jim to throw it up on the screen. The only reason I was making any kind of comments is I try to say something funny, so he'll throw it up on screen, and a few of them hit screen, a few of them didn't.
It's not user error, John. No way. When I print at almost 500 millimeters, I get decent prints, but when I print anything below that, if the prints are really bad, and apparently, I just found out today, there's a known issue with some printers that the toothed belt going over the smooth idler is creating surface artifacts. And if you measure the size of the artifact that I'm getting on the surface, it's the exact same distance between each of the teeth in the belt. That's not coincidence.
Chris Kersey went live yesterday on Martin Luther King Day, and he mentioned at the beginning of his stream it was MLK Day. So me being a wise ass, I put in chat MLK equals Makers Love Chris. So anyway, MLK, ha ha ha.
Well,
that's hard to get Liam to laugh at anything.
An Astro, no. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out why it's not showing up. The camera's not showing up.
You should have said, what is this smoke coming from your printer?
No smoke.
I'll make you look.
No. I did look, but yeah.
I'm not an electronics expert. I don't code. I don't know why a different camera may not work, other than they say one won't work. I'm sure if somebody knew how to wire it properly or something with it, they could figure it out.
That's wired. It's just a ribbon cable you plug in.
Well, that'd be cool if you could get a different camera to work. You could be the first video on YouTube that's like, "Hey, look, I got this to work, and here's how I did it."
The other camera's not working, but it's not seeing the camera I just plugged in, so maybe I'll have to unseat it and reseat it again.
Share the link, Liam.
Oh, sorry, forgive me. Let me copy it here.
You sure you don't have to reboot it?
I did. I was off when I put it in there.
Oh,
Three-headed dragon behind me.
Oh, you're on all three of them. All right. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. That
Oh, one second.
was my next.
That's a dinosaur up there.
Taganaki 3D. Hello, hello.
I'm going to reseat it.
does it only plug in one way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's a ribbon, but the contacts are down, so it has to plug in with the contacts facing down. It's very small area to work in, so it's kind of.
I mean, it could be like Justin. It took him like a half hour, 45 minutes to get his camera working on his printer. Or not camera, display.
Oh wow!
Bones. Hold on, Matt. He'll make you big in a minute. He's in front of his printer.
Yeah, 1 second, Matt. I'm a little busy. This is kind of small to get my hands into, and it's very narrow.
Mr. Diesel says it's a USB same board the ribbon cable plugs into.
Sorry?
In the USB same board the ribbon cable plugs into.
Yeah, it's in the right place.
Hey, Phoenix.
There's only one spot for it to go into. Just getting it in there with my hand.
And the leg moves too.
I'm going to have to do this.
So he can hike his leg if he needs to, right?
Sorry, I'm going to have to do
Exactly.
this.
Must be a boy.
I don't know. How you can tell?
This is going to be way easier.
Because the leg moves. He'd have to lift up his leg to take a leak, so it's a boy.
Yeah, probably you're right.
So who do you want to highlight, Jerry? Who did you say I should highlight?
Matt, so he can show off his dyno. It's not a litho, so it's something cool to look at.
Thanks, Jerry.
No, we love you and your lithos, Matt, but I
You
kind
do accept a job in printing too.
It's like watching too much porn. At some point, you got to stop for a while.
Yeah, I'm doing actually
That
something
sounds
else
like
right
experience
now.
talking, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Or I'm sure it
the
is, I
skeleton is made out of resin, and the bottom is FDM printed. And the rod I want to replace with I want to encase it in some copper, so it's more strength-wise, because it's very thinly designed. What I have to do is I have to reprint the bottom piece, and I have somewhere.
Okay, so let's see if that works now.
Anyway, I printed a little piece what is stronger out of PLA. I should have used PETG, but I don't like working with PETG really.
Oh,
I don't have any PETG.
Oh, my favorite machine. My favorite stuff to work with is PETG. Like all of these are all PETG.
I mean, I printed with recycled PETG, and it was a nightmare for me.
No, recycled PETG is even easier to print with. It's easier to print with recycled than it is with regular.
Speaking of bones, when I was in 10th grade at VOTEC, a vocational school, this is a true story, and I have told this before. It was around Halloween, and English teacher had skeletons hanging all over the class, big ones and little ones. Well, when she left the room, I went over and took a leg bone off a little skeleton. I stuck it on the big one, which gave it something sticking out the front of it. When she came back, she got so hot, she wanted to keep the whole class after if the person that did it wouldn't stand up. So I fessed up to it, and I thought it was funny. But anyway.
And Liam, Saganic I3D says to check the plug on the end of the camera.
Yeah, I just saw that, so I'm going to try that in a second now. So this... Missing LAN IP of the printer. That's weird because it's on the network. Let me go in here. Edit this. That's okay. Let me just restart the app.
I wonder why I've done some YouTube shorts. I edit them with DaVinci Resolve. I upload them, but they don't show up as shorts, even though they're tagged as shorts. A couple of them did, and then a couple of them didn't. And I
Did you
don't think
upload it as a short?
Yeah, I added hashtag short like it says to do, but they wouldn't show up as a short.
I made a new one. I modified it. Made it like 4 times the thickness.
A rolling
So
pin.
that should kind of, but it's gonna hold the dinosaur up.
Oh, I see. Okay, that'll be nice.
Let's see what it says here. Problem this hasn't failed.
And surprise, surprise, I did make a little.
Nice.
Wow.
It's not. The other skeletons are better. The
Dragonfly, right?
yeah,
Took me a minute to remember what they're called.
supposed to be a fossil, you know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Certain images of fossils do not make good lithophane, fossils.
By the way, anybody with the with the X1 Carbon, so I downloaded this model. It's supposed to silence the exhaust fan for the back there, and if you put it on, so you put magnets here in the holes, and then you just stick it on there. It does quiet it down. However, all it's doing is restricting the airflow. Do not use this.
The one YouTuber with all the tattoos, I can't think of his name, something Maniac or something like
Yeah,
that.
don't do what he did either.
He replaced the fan, but it had an error on the screen. By putting a different type of fan on it, quieted it
I
down.
saw that. He put the he put a
PC,
a what?
the computer, a PC fan on it.
Yeah, but he put the one made by
Noctua.
Noctua. There you
Yeah.
go. But yeah, do not use this. Do not use this.
Mandic. Okay, yeah, Mandic. Yeah. I watch his channel occasionally. I'm not good with names. Thank you, Mr. Diesel.
Is it any better? Yeah. He's done stuff. I like the guy that put all the installation and so on in the printer. Like, come on, that's not going to work.
Oh yeah, I think that was
It
the
was
same guy.
It was the same guy.
Yeah, and don't tear up the printer and isolate it. That printer makes noise, accept it. But the fans, at some point, somebody will figure out how to, or Bamboo will figure out how to put a quieter fan in it. It will do the same job. Just got to spend a little more.
You could fit another fan in it as long as it's the same voltage and the same type of fan.
Yeah, I don't want to take a brand new printer and start gutting it up. Otherwise, I would have bought a DIY printer. But at some point, there'll be an easy solution to fix certain things.
Yeah, I hear they're already Bamboo Labs is already the fan that cools the board. Apparently, it goes bad and gets noisy because it's sleeve bearings. So I think they've already switched to a different type of fan.
Well, the opening is too small, first of all.
Whenever it goes bad.
Yeah, but Sergio, the opening in the back for that to work is too small.
I'm going to have to think up of a really good thumbnail for my new live stream because it'll be a new printer in 2023. What did they change? What did they fix? I don't know. I got to think of something. That way it's catchy.
There you go.
It's really hard for me to come up with good thumbnails. I think I do, but then when I look at my viewer count, like, yeah, that thumbnail didn't work.
Yeah, the IP. I'll give that a try next. Yeah, thank you. I'm just seeing if I can get it to work as is.
I installed the app, Bamboo Labs app, yesterday. I haven't put it. I got it on my computer. I don't have it on my phone yet, but I'll pre-do that and look at it. Polymaker, what kind, Matt?
It's green.
Did your wife win that, or did you buy it?
I got it.
Yeah, it's saying it can't see its IP address.
So what's
Matt.
the difference between Polylite and PLA Pro? Is one heavier duty, harder, or what?
PLA Pro.
PL Lite is lighter and PLA Pro is a little bit heavier. The recipe are different, I believe. Pretty sure of it.
The only thing I don't like about Polymaker's website when I go on there to buy something once in a blue moon, they've got too much to look at. I feel like I'm at the grocery store looking at potato chips. There's just like they shouldn't have so many different varieties. I don't know, my opinion.
This is a roll I got from Non-Fam. Thank you, Non-Fam.
Daniel Hubbard, hello. How are you?
Hey, Daniel.
Been a long time.
Because there's a guy inside, he plays around with drone or
I plugged in my Waze camera.
I forgot his name.
USB camera didn't
Only
work.
spoke to him twice, and he says it does matter what PLA you use for his drones because PLA Lite is lighter than PLA Pro. Even so, he says he saves 5 or 6 grams in a little drone like this, and this makes a lot difference, he says.
Let's try this some other time.
And I think if in the future, if I ever make a print on the Bamboo Labs and I want to sell that print on Etsy or somewhere, I'm going to take all the poop from that model, from the poop shoot, and I'm going to weigh it all out, supports, whatever, and actually figure out how much I actually use. That way, because it makes so much waste, it's kind of hard to figure it out. But if I put it in a container and weigh it on my kitchen scale, then I can actually figure out how much filament that really is.
As far as I know, Sebastian, Polymax they use for the racers, you know.
Okay, that's right.
The deracers. And Polylite, you try to. This is a lighter material, as far as I know. It was explained to me. So,
Okay.
because the recipes are way different.
PLA for professionals.
Well, I can always send Nick quick an MP. Maybe he will jump on stream and will explain it to us.
Okay, I see. I've got one roll of the.
If he's awake, or I don't know what time it's in China, or is he's vacation? I think he's vacation now. I think.
Thank you, Saginaw.
Yeah, because it's Chinese New Year.
Yeah, so I don't want to disturb him.
Llama,
Sorry, guys.
what's going on, buddy?
Find out next week.
Tom Llama, I ordered my Bamboo Labs X1 Carbon with AMS about, I don't know, an hour ago. Got my new card in the mail. Within 5 minutes, I had it ordered. And it's going to cost me $1,605. Minus what people donated to help me buy it, which is about $300. I haven't figured it up yet. So I'm happy. And then I got this from Alien 3D, Earth 2022. You get, I don't know, it was like 15, 16 bucks, something like that, I think. Wasn't it, Sergio? For these alien sticker kits?
I don't remember.
Okay, Josh got stuff from everybody that was there, or some of the people sent him stuff, and he sent them out. Basically, you just pay for shipping. So I'm not sure what's in it. I might do a video on it, might do a YouTube short, or might do nothing. But it came today.
I'm going to uninstall the app off my phone so I can reinstall it again. It wasn't removing the device properly.
And I did do some dragons to display my colors what I have.
Oh, nice.
And
What's that? The blue one in the middle, what kind of filament is that? I know I'm going to trip you up here in a minute unless you wrote it down.
This is all
He said.
all teal.
Did you number them and write it down on a paper so you know the exact color so you know what
They're
to
all
tell
Polymaker. They're all Polymaker.
I know that, but if you print a bunch of them like that, you would need to write down and number them so you know exactly what color you're looking at.
Yeah. On the
They're all
bottom,
they're all poly. Okay, those are all Polylite.
Yeah.
PLA. This is yellow, gray, teal,
Is that all that it's called on the website?
lime green. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Blue,
Jerry was getting to the
black.
point, Matt. Jerry's point was on the bottom
Right.
of the part, you should put the part and the color. It's actually your official color number, because that way then you always can track it back.
Sergio's got a box on screen, Liam.
There you go,
Yeah.
Matt.
True.
I think this is the. I know this is one of the boxes I got from you. Jerry. I think one of them I won.
Okay.
And
Your
the designer.
camera is also reversed, Sergio.
Yeah.
When we read everything, the text is backwards.
Yeah, I was supposed to fix that.
You can invert it. I think you can invert it in the settings.
Billy Hobby Guy yet on Sunday had that same problem.
Is that
Because
done in
everything's reversed.
StreamYard?
Let me see. Edit.
I don't think it's in StreamYard. It's the camera setting.
Oh, let's see. OBS?
Yeah, in camera, go down to mirror my camera.
Is your Stormtrooper helmet on the right side of you or the left side of you? Is it on your right? That Stormtrooper helmet, is it on your right or your left?
It's on my left.
Okay, you're reversed.
It's easy.
We're seeing it on your right.
1 second, Jerry. Click on settings.
Oh, okay.
Click on camera, and you see mirror my camera. Click on mirror my camera.
Where? In OBS?
Okay, in StreamYard.
Oh, in StreamYard.
Go down to settings.
Hold on. Settings.
Go to camera.
Camera. I'm there.
And then say mirror my camera.
Oh, there it goes. I see it now.
I done a video one time on my
Then
cell
okay
phone.
that.
I forgot to flip it when I made the video, and everybody's like, "Well,
Okay now? Yep.
No, it's not. Show me. Hold something up.
It's
You have
still on the
to
right.
flick it back and forth.
Yeah,
The
I think you might have to come out and come back in again.
Is it good now?
I can't read. No,
No,
it's
it's still
backwards.
backwards.
Did you do mirror?
What?
Did you mirror my camera?
Yes.
That's weird. Let me show you mine. Settings. See the way mine switched over?
No, it didn't switch over.
No.
You need to click the fade to back button. There's a slider on top. You have to slide it.
No, Liam. I can
over
see your
for a
clock,
second.
Liam, and
Oh, it
your,
looked like it reversed it for me.
your monitor's
It
still on
reversed
your,
it for me too.
Oh, but not
Probably
for
have
us.
to refresh it. Yeah, not for us.
Oh, wait now. 1 second, Sergio. Remove you. Do it now, Sergio.
Okay.
Sergio, I'm going to remove you. Do it, and I'll put you back in again.
Still there. It's same.
No, we're going to let him do the settings offline himself, and then go back in. Maybe
Okay.
you have to quit and go back in.
Right back.
Oh yeah,
No.
try that. Try quitting
No.
and come back in.
All right. Be right back.
Sorry, I'm going to try and get this up and running.
Because my logo, everybody can read 3D HP. It shouldn't be reversed. I mean, I'm looking at my screen. I can see where I can read it 3D HP.
All I read is PHD3.
Okay.
When I read it backwards, of course.
Ooh, that got really hot.
Here, read Saganaki's comment, Liam.
Only works over local LAN. I use TeamViewer.
No, it's still the same, Sergio. No worries.
No, it's all right. I don't know why, but it should. It should have worked.
Oh, and the Kali models are made by Jarvis Rodriguez. I remember because I spoke to him the other day.
I'm seeing it different.
And congratulations to
It's not working for us though.
your new come to the family.
Yeah, we're seeing the Stormtrooper on your right side, your right shoulder.
I'm looking at it, and it's on my left shoulder. This is my left.
Okay, and I'm seeing that as being your right hand.
Ah. Okay,
To me-
but wait a minute. When I reversed it, everything. Hold on a second.
It might have reversed for you, but not for us.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me try it again. Not mirror. And now it's different for me.
Yeah, it's not for us. It's only doing it for you.
Here's my left hand. You know, my wife gets confused sometimes on left and right. So I said, "Well, do this, honey. This solves it right here. Just do this."
Yeah, L for your L for your left. Yeah.
Come on, zoom back out.
So you still see all the text backwards?
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm looking at it backwards now. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. But if I
When you film with a cell phone, I realized if you use a front-facing camera, it shows everything reversed. So if I do a video filming with this side so I can see what I'm filming, I have to go into my DaVinci Resolve and I got to reflip it in DaVinci so you see it correctly. And if I use a little tiny rear-facing camera, then everything looks normal. But when I film myself with my cell phone, I want to see what I'm looking at to stay in frame. Then I got to take that image and put it in, like I say, in DaVinci Resolve and flip it.
Actually, if you go into OBS and double click on your camera, you can do flip vertically.
Yeah, I'm not running OBS right now. And I'm not sure if Sergio has it running or not.
I am.
Oh, that's not the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah, you're upside down, Liam.
Yeah,
The
wrong one. Sorry, there should be a flip horizontal. I thought there was.
It's in properties, right?
Yeah, there isn't. There isn't.
Show Liam. Tell him where it's at in OBS so you can find it.
No, it doesn't have a flip. It doesn't have a flip horizontal. It only has a flip vertical.
I guess
thought
it
it
would.
had-
I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it had the flip horizontally, but it doesn't.
I hope you didn't burn them.
Burn what?
Phoenix is baking cookies, unless he's talking about something else.
I don't think so. Yeah, so let's see if this is not binding now. Why not?
Hey, Michael Castle, how are you? You might have to flip it in the operating system. Yeah, I don't know. What kind of cookies? I made peanut butter a couple days ago from scratch. Of course, I use a cookbook, but scratch. I like making stuff from scratch, which means cookbook.
Yeah. I don't. I'm not a peanut butter person, but
Last week we made sugar cookies, which are called snickerdoodle. When you roll out the dough, you drop them in sugar and cinnamon, roll them, and then you put them on your baking tray. Then my wife wants to make more sugar cookies minus the cinnamon. I think the cinnamon gives them an extra nice taste.
yeah.
He's upside down now.
He's in Australia.
Okay, yeah, I can only flip it vertically like you did.
Well, it'll give you something to think about and figure out.
Yeah.
That way, when you show something on screen, people read it correctly. It doesn't matter; it's fine either way. But it's something you might want to work on.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Chat GPT would have an answer, I'm sure.
ChatGPT is not actually online. You know that, right? It's actually
Oh,
it works independent. But Microsoft have just purchased 49% of their.
Marcus, hello, how are you?
Hey, Marcus, how's life?
Hey, Marcus.
It's been a while. Come join us.
3D Print General is reviewing a $10,000 scanner I seen on a channel this morning. 10 grand, crazy.
When I hook this up, I think it'll be fine. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet.
All right. So
Yeah,
in
I
the
have
scene
one.
in the scene you're trying to do, look for transform. So if you right click on the device, you should be able to flip it horizontally.
Okay, click on the device.
Yeah.
Properties.
Right click on it and you'll see a big list. It'll be like add group item.
Yeah.
Okay,
copy,
transform. I see that.
and then you should be able to flip horizontally, about halfway down.
Okay, mine is not highlighted.
Oh, you can't highlight it.
Mighty Bean, hello.
Now, wait a minute. It says edit transform.
Yeah, edit transform, copy transform, reset transform, and then like halfway down, there's a flip horizontal and flip vertical. It's like halfway down the drop down.
Alignment. No, I know where you're talking. I saw that before, but it's not. Wait a minute.
Let me do this. Where's that audio coming from?
I don't know. I'm not humming. Oh, Tom Brady yesterday threw his first interception in the red zone since he first got into football.
I'm gonna share my display. Once Liam gets a second.
All right, Phoenix, let me check it out. I'm not
Yeah,
on
for
Twitter.
some reason, mine is not highlighted.
Or I'm not on Twitch, I meant to say.
Yeah, I wasn't logged into Twitch either, so I'm going in there now.
Hey Liam, would you share my display screen for?
Yeah, just give me a couple of seconds.
All right.
Where am I? I'm over here.
Hey, Mad Cats.
There we go.
All right. So
Tell me
Yeah.
why I'm looking at this Phoenix, then I'll share it.
yeah, and this is the menu that I have. So
Okay, yeah, mine is not highlighted. The only thing highlighted is the first two up on top.
Shot
and
at
everything is all gray, like this paste
Yeah.
transform. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
the red zone.
So
where
I
you
have to
touch
check
down
on
at.
that.
Okay.
Barry, where you have to touch down, Marcus.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see.
You threw it straight to the other team, to Dallas. Love Dallas.
Well, he was with Detroit for a while, wasn't he? I'm not into football, so American football, so yeah, wasn't he with Detroit for a while?
Tom Brady used to be with the Patriots, and they went to the Super Bowl many times. Now he's with the Buccaneers.
Yeah, the Cowboys gave him a spanking yesterday.
Oh, that was a great game. Sad part is now the Cowboys play the 49ers Sunday. Last time they played the 49ers, they walked all over them. But Dallas hasn't won a preseason game like this in like 30 years, they said.
Postseason.
So, hey, that'd be awesome if they won.
Yeah, and
Hey, Tim.
my team beat them on the last game of the year.
Hey,
Tim, how's life?
What team?
life is good.
Commanders
Okay.
beat the
Yeah, I
Cowboys
seen that
last
Commander
game.
game. They got beat by I couldn't believe that.
Customer
Like they
support maker PLA. I like your title, Tim.
Hey,
That
Tim.
was that was from Stream Deck.
Hey, Tim, I'm excited. It's like Christmas at my house right now.
I know, Jerry. I'm jealous.
Okay. Well, my credit
Did you
card's
get-
hurting really bad, but yeah, I've been waiting for the card to come in the mail. And yes, go ahead, Sergio.
It's not hurting yet.
Well, yeah.
It will.
Yeah, well,
I've been waiting for this card to come in the mail. And they said when I got the card that you could activate it instantly. And something happened, it timed out, and I couldn't do that. So I needed the actual card number in order to buy it. And then between Sunday night and Monday night, they ran out of stock on the printer I wanted to order. And then it popped back up on there, so I was happy. I'm
good.
hoping maybe the first week of Phoenix. I got the new bamboo coming.
actually, I have a question. Saganat, where do you add the printer with the IP address?
$1,605.
By IP address. I only see Discovery.
Phoenix wanted me to share this. You show it when you choose to.
What is
I
it?
don't know why I'm showing it.
What is it?
It's nothing. It's nothing. You can show it, but I don't know why he wants me to look at it. Industrial grade 3D printer is called Stacker.
Okay. Oh. This is
So
large
if we would have won Megabucks,
with tool changers.
we could have bought the whole company. It's
So
at
here's a question with,
stackertv.com.
So here's a question for DeWitt.
I'm
Rat
here.
Rig.
I'm listening. Yeah.
Rat Rig 3.1 or Voron 2.4?
I have not upgraded to 3.1 yet.
Ah,
So that's in the pipeline for me.
What's different on a 3.1 compared to the original?
that part of it I don't know.
Yeah, from what I understand. Well, hang on. Let me get the kit and I'll show you what the kit contains. New parts to be printed. So they've changed some of the parts. So there's new parts to be printed, and then in the kit itself, of course, you get new belts because whenever you're going to change pulleys and stuff, you've got to rerun your belts because otherwise they're cut too short. And so the kit itself contains new what are these things called?
Couplers.
Couplers. New couplers. There's some new metal plates here. All kinds of new bearings
Okay.
and new. Let me find them
Isn't there
here.
any problems with bearings wearing out very quickly? That's why they're changing them,
Yeah, exactly. And they were proprietary, and apparently now they're not.
which is a good thing. That means it's easier to source.
Yes. And then there's some new. That's an anti-backlash thing. Where's the one I was looking for? I thought there was new geared pulleys, but maybe not. There's some dowel pins, some metallic dowel pins for some reason included in it. Again, another bag of bearings. So there's a whole bunch of new bearings. I think what they're doing with the bearings is replacing a lot of those bearing stacks. As you say, Liam, because of the wearing out. But I was sure there was some geared pulleys here, but I don't. Maybe I was looking at something different.
Yeah.
And then they give you a whole bag of hardware, couplers. These are larger coupler. This says couplers as well, but these are like a solid black coupler. Huh. Maybe there's an upper and a lower coupler. I don't know. This is interesting. Let's see what this looks like.
Because my video blinks out once in a while, and when I'm editing software in DaVinci Resolve, all 3 monitors blink out, locks at my computer. When I was in a slicer the other day, Cheetah Box, it blinked out my monitors. So a few people seem to think that it must be my power supply. And the power supply is from 2016 to 750 watt. I'm currently looking on Amazon, replacing it with an 850, which is around $100, which I haven't found the right one I want to order that I can get in the next few days, replacing the power supply. Jared, I ordered X1 Carbon, dude, a little bit ago.
Hey, Chris Travis.
My helper card came in the mail, and 5 minutes later, I had it ordered.
Wow.
So yeah,
do it. The Bamboo Club.
Yeah, I know that, Jared, but the cable only has contact fingers on one side, and that has to be facing down into the contact when you put it in. So I know I install ribbon cables all the time. I'm in IT, so
they call this a decoupler. It's big, like it's huge, and then this is the coupler.
Okay.
So I don't know what a decoupler is for, but
I have couplers that are similar to that, which is red in the middle on plastic and aluminum on the outside, but they easily pull straight apart.
This one. Oh, this pulls apart. Oh, there we go. So this does come apart.
Straight up. It don't lock, right? It pulls straight up. Or does it lock?
No, it doesn't really lock.
I missed it, Tim. What is that for? Another printer you're going to do?
This is for the upgrade to the RatRig VCore 3.1.
Oh, the RatRig. Okay.
Oh, duh. I didn't realize. I forgot you were Saganaki 3D. We've been talking to you in chat, Jared. I'm sorry. Duh. I'll eventually remember that. I remember he told me that the other day.
Yeah, I was kind of curious because you've got, kind of got both of them. I was wondering what you thought of the RatRig versus like the.
Hey, Michael.
Once I get the RatRig all finished up, I'm going to do a comparison between the 2.4 and the RatRig, just because. I mean, obviously I've got a bigger bed on the RatRig, but the RatRig does come with a 300 bed as well. So
yeah.
And then I'm going to be doing a comparison video of the Bamboo P1P versus the Trident, because they're pretty much the same bed size that I have the 250.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is out of all the Vorons you've done, what is the best Voron?
So far, my 2.4. But I'm just starting to tune this one, right?
That's the Trident you're doing there, is it?
This is the Trident, the 250 Trident. Yeah, it's running and it's printing some nice stuff. I mean, that's not bad. Is
your 500 by 500 too big? Do you think? Is it clunky or is it not?
It's not. It depending on what you need. I haven't used it for that build volume as much as I thought, but I just got a guy that I've just started doing work for said that he asked me if I have a printer that can do 2 feet by 2 feet, which
it will.
Which I think is a little over 300. So
I think your little bitty one is cute, but who wants to go through all that much trouble and money to build it so little?
Okay, and they cost what in Canada? They're about between $800 and $900 for a 01 for the LDO version. Wow. I'd rather buy another Bamboo.
Yeah,
another P1P for that price.
Can I talk about 3D PCs for a minute?
About what?
PCs, computers.
Of course.
Michael Castle. In 2017, I built my latest computer when I had a whole bunch of money when somebody in the family died and I could afford to build it. I've got a Ryzen 7 1800X, 64 gigs of RAM with an EVGA G4 GTX 1080 Ti, which is overclocked. We got a clear glass case, water cooler on the CPU, and the power supply was a 750. I think, yeah, no, it was a 650, I think, in it, and it slowly appears to be going bad. So I'm thinking if I go with like an 850, because I don't want to be out a lot of money, it might future proof it. At some point, I want to upgrade the motherboard and CPU, but I don't know if it's basically it all comes down to money. The video card that I have in it cost me $1,100 way back when I built it. Nowadays, I don't have that kind of money to upgrade. So I want to get a power supply to put in it that if I ever upgrade in the CPU, it might work with it and I can kind of future proof it. But I don't I don't think anybody else in my family's dying anytime soon. So I won't be able to build a new computer. Yes, Shane.
So, so is it just your displays blinking out? Is that what's causing having issues, or is it like you're having the machine lock up, shut off, reboot?
My video right here occasionally gets colored stuff right in the middle of it, and it kind of blinks.
Yeah.
And whenever I slice something at DaVinci Resolve, when I'm compiling it to put it on my computer before I upload it to YouTube, 2 or 3 times in a row, all 3 screens go out and locks up my computer. So I shut down both monitors except for the one I'm working on, and then after 3 or 4 tries, it will compile and put everything together. When I have a lot of time lapses and stuff in my video that I'm editing, it usually locks it up. A couple days ago, I sliced the file in a slicer for my resin printer, which is just like Prusa slicer or anything else, and it locked up my screens. That's never happened before. So I'm thinking it's probably power supply.
So like the whole machine locks up, or is it like you just get some weird stuff? Okay.
Yeah, my monitors completely go black, and I'm froze. I can't do nothing, so I got to go reset the machine.
Yeah, it could be the power supply.
Yeah, and it never used to happen, so it must be the power supply slowly going bad.
Because whenever you're processing stuff and it's using a lot more power, and that's when it's giving you the problem.
Camera's working.
So what I would also say is pull back your overclock on your GPU, because you say you have an overclock, pull it back.
It's always been fine.
Yeah, well, it's not fine now. It's not fine now, so pull it back.
About the last 6 months to a year, when in DaVinci, I have trouble.
Yeah. So I would pull it back. Most of those cards of that generation, they have dual BIOS. They have a silent BIOS and which is a little bit lower power, and a higher power BIOS. So if you pull back your overclock or switches to that other BIOS, and obviously not have an overclock, see if it gets more stable. If it becomes stable, then there's probably a power supply issue.
I've got a water cooler on the CPU. Chris Travis. And the 2 fans running are in the top, and they're fast and heavy. I can see them right now. They're not. Yeah. It's a water cooler. I don't know.
That's another thing. What Chris Travis is talking about is actually, you built that quite a few years ago. When was the last time you cleaned it out? Like cleaned out all the dust and stuff?
I take it out every couple of months. I go out front with my air compressor. I hold the fans so they don't over rev, and I blow everything out. And I hold every fan so they can't spin. I just blow the hell out of it and get it.
You do the same for the power supply as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't get in there and hold them, so I blow it out real good. So that one might be over revving when I blow it out.
Yeah.
It does have filters on the glass case. You can take them off. They get clogged with dirt. It's like a screen door screen that's inside of the glass.
Yeah. So on your power supply, you can stop it from spinning. Get a camera skewer, stick it in there to hold it in place.
Yeah.
Allen key.
Usually my finger works. Yeah,
I don't use an Allen key because it's metal and you could damage something, whereas a piece of wood, like a skewer, would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
So I got the camera working on my cell phone, so I'm good.
Yeah, and that'll be another thing too. Non-fam is talking about heat throttling and stuff like that. Do you have any utilities to show what temperatures things are inside of the computer?
I do, but I got to find it. It isn't something I monitor.
So when you go to do another render, or you got probably one that you could run on a render, have the temperature on one of the displays and just kind of keep an eye on it and see what temperatures
locks up and see what happens. Yeah. Okay.
See if something has overheated or something, because liquid cooler, those little all-in-one liquid coolers, the pumps can go bad.
Tripod, whenever you render a video onto your hard drive, do you ever have DaVinci lock up? Because Tripod used DaVinci also. He introduced me to it. Does it ever lock up your computer?
And also, too, make sure your drivers are up to date, too. Go through all those mainboard drivers, the video drivers, because you got something out of date, that can cause some issues sometimes too.
Yeah,
Compatibility
the
with
water
Windows.
pump's a sealed system, so I think I'm not sure what company made it. I'd have to check, but it's a sealed system, so hopefully nothing ever evaporated. I'm sure it's something like Freon or something in there, and it don't evaporate.
It's basically like a kind of like a coolant solution
Yeah,
in there.
no way I can
You're not gonna have it evaporate. It's going to, the pump is just gonna fail. You know,
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna die.
that's gonna fail in there.
Not sure how it works.
Okay, so we have the camera working.
You have the camera working on the P1P?
Yep.
How?
I had
Mine
to
won't
delete.
work.
I had to log out on the printer itself. I deleted it out of the app. I haven't got it working in the app on my computer yet, but I deleted it out of the app, and then I uninstalled and reinstalled the app from scratch, and then went through the setup option here. But
Yeah,
do not do
somebody in chat
Bluetooth.
was saying
Do it
that.
over IP. It gives you the option of, when it sees its IP address.
Oh,
Can you do
okay,
that? It'll work.
that's
You
the
know,
way I
in
got
all
to do it.
fairness, the camera's kludgy. Now, someone said they installed, by uninstalling and reinstalling everything. Now, I have a
Yeah.
question, Jared. Some of you guys said you've installed other cameras on it to get better quality cameras. What cameras have you installed? So is
This
it
tripod-
Wave camera?
Talking about clearing the cache in DaVinci Resolve on my PC, which I do all the time. I don't know that there's cache or something in DaVinci Resolve to clear out, other than I delete old videos. As when I open up DaVinci, you can start a new video or just click on one that's already there. I just delete them.
So you did a Waze camera just mounted on top and not link it to the printer, because there's a USB port that I'm going to investigate on the printer itself, a full-size USB port. I'm wondering if I can plug it in there.
By the way, Liam,
Sir,
I just got a notification that Wisecam just came out with a new camera. It's called the Wisecam OG, and it's telescoping.
oh, cool.
Okay, thanks, Tripod. I'll try that.
I just learned, I just got a good lesson on Saturday in DaVinci Resolve. I'm kind of excited to start using it.
Cool.
It's an awesome program. You know, you don't have to have the paid versions, but companies all over the world, including makers, use that program, and it's an awesome program. And if you want to get fancy, you can order the little keypad and the wheels and the keyboard made for it, but I don't know. Anyway, depends on your budget. But yeah, it's a great program. I used to pay for a Vegas movie studio or something like that, like 3 or 4 years in a row. And then I'd seen videos about DaVinci Resolve, and Tripod was using it, so I downloaded it, and I love the hell out of it. It can do. There's 1,000 things you can do with it that I have no idea how to do. And then Tripod does a lot of things on his videos where he pulls up a bullet and it has a line that points to the part, the bolt, whatever he's talking about. I paid for a copy of that, but I've never figured out how to use. I've never taken the time to learn how to add that into it.
Wondershare. I've used Wondershare before. Wondershare is a nice app. But Resolve is way more powerful.
Hey, speaking of Wondershare, do you guys remember Wonderworld years ago? Way back. Wonderworld. It's like Kmart.
No.
No?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, it's called Wonderworld.
Must be
Call
an
out.
iOS
Yeah.
thing.
Call outs. Thanks. Yeah, I bought some call outs. I'd paid for it, and I never did nothing with it.
There was a game. There was a gun in a game that I used to play called the Wonder Waffle. That's about all I could tell you.
I was using it for GoPro. Okay.
Hey, Chris Travis.
See if this is still offline.
What's that for, Shane?
This is a dead resin printer.
Oh, I see.
This is just the light.
Oh yeah.
Nice little heat sink and everything.
You want to try and fix it?
The main board is bad on it. So I've been slowly parting stuff out. I think I gave Chris Travis the VAT from it.
What printer?
Anycubic Photon.
Mono X?
The original.
Because I have another brand new board for an Anycubic Photon Mono X they sent me and I installed, because whenever I slice a file for the last couple of weeks, it'll show the file name on the screen, but it doesn't show the picture. Therefore, I can't print it. And after much talking with them and CheetahBox back and forth, the techs at Anycubic figured, yeah, it must be your control board. So I got a new one from them, installed it. It did not fix the problem. So it must be one of the versions of CheetahBox I'm using. And I got their updated files. I tried to update the firmware, and it says it updated, but when you go back and check the version number on the resin printer, it's still got the same version number as what it was before.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to see it, but that little memory chip there, big black spot.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, burned a hole in it. Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't quite burn a hole in it, but it got really, really toasty in that one spot.
I had a thermistor short out on me on a TH3D Easy Board that he sells, Easy Board Light, and I put a little tiny pinhole. My thermistor on the hot end shorted out just very briefly, and it instantly killed the board that quick and put a pinhole in it.
Yeah, the P1P does save it to the SD card, and you have to remove the card to get access to the files. Yeah. The X1 has a download. Now, in saying that, the P1P right now, the print of the P1P, the software requires cloud connectivity to send to the printer, but the X1 does not. Now they are adding on the P1P in Bamboo Lab Studio. They're supposed to be adding over the LAN access to the printer, so it doesn't go to the cloud anymore. If they do that, my guess is downloading off over your LAN will work, because right now you have to download via the cloud. If you can actually talk to it over the LAN and not
Fix your screen, Liam.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you talk to it over the LAN, then you can actually download it locally, because otherwise you have to put it through the cloud. So I'm guessing when they fix that, it'll probably have the access to download over the cloud.
Liam or DeWitt, DeWitt or Jared or Saganaki, do you have any trouble with any type of ringing whatsoever on your P1P like Liam is having?
I don't. No, I've had pretty clean prints off of it so far.
I've had atrocious. Yeah, but have you done anything that's a box? Like
yeah, oh yeah. What did I do? I printed up some pieces for a customer. They're at the office.
Let's see if you can see these.
Because Liam, since he's had it, hasn't been excited about having it because he's seeing ringing in some of its prints.
Can you see? Let me see. Can you see the lines on that?
No, because you're too little.
Yeah, make yourself bigger.
Sorry.
Highlight
No.
yourself.
This is the first time anyone ever called me little. I'll take it.
Highlight.
Okay, let's try that again.
He looked back to make sure he made himself bigger. Jared said he'll try a box and test it.
Very slight. I see it very slight.
Well, that's the camera. In person, it's way worse. And as I said, I measured the distance and the gaps here. They match the same distance between the teeth on the belts.
Yeah, when I said check your belt tension, I thought maybe the belts were loose, but
It's not the looseness of the belts. I think because you have toothed belts going over a smooth idler. But when you print really, really, really fast, like at about 450 millimeters a second, in that case, most of that goes away, but it rings like crazy. But there's a lot of really bad ringing. Maybe I could show you. It might show up here.
My assumption on the back of that printer from videos I've seen, there's two screws. Loosen them up. They talk about cleaning the rails.
Do it, Jerry. It's not
and then you simply snug them, and then you stop.
No, it's not that. I tried. So you see that's much smoother, but there's a lot of ringing right here.
I can't see it.
Okay. I don't know if you can see it or the camera may not show it.
Well, okay. For a minute, I could see it in the window.
Yeah, there's a lot of ringing going on there.
Hold it back up on the window. Turn it just a little more. Stop a little back a little. Right. Well,
Right there.
well, you
I
can
see
see the
it
ringing
on-
now.
I can see it in
Above
the
the
window.
wheel on the square part.
Yeah, and but the vertical lines are actually a lot less, but there is ringing right here and around these parts. So
And on my Hypercube, my belts are teeth to teeth and smooth to smooth on my pulleys.
Yeah, well, it should be, but these are teeth to smooth, and that is what I think is causing some of the problem. I think the smooth idlers, the teeth going over the smooth idlers, is creating a bit of a jolting sensation.
The chatter.
But if the pulley is big enough, which I think they are, that shouldn't matter.
And well, it will, because they're only hitting it at 90 degrees. They're not hitting it at a greater angle like 180. When anywhere it's hitting 90 degrees, the surface contact is really small. Many are having, others are having the problem as well. Yeah. So I think they need to replace these with toothed idlers, and then that problem will go away. Then it's tooth to tooth, and that way then there's no jarring. There's no small surface area contact. It's gonna give. They can move.
Yeah, I've heard that too, Jared. Speeding up the printer will help it.
Okay.
Somebody did a video where he ordered 2X1 carbons. He was selling stuff on Etsy, and at a certain residence, he was having ringing or something was happening. So you'd have to slow down or speed up to get past it. He said, sending him back, getting his money back. He threw away the packing. They mailed him more packing so he could send them back.
So here's the issue I have with that statement. That's a BS.
Read the AMA on Reddit.
No, but that's a BS statement saying speed up printing. You can't always print fast. It's a get out of jail free type of comment. You either fix the issue with the printer. It should be able to print anywhere from 10 millimeters a second up to whatever they advertise up to 500. Right?
I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know if it can be fixed or not, but it should be.
It can be fixed by replacing the
idler.
But we normally don't print at these super high speeds. So maybe at super high speeds, I don't know that you can get rid of it.
Well, it does decrease because I print at 450, and the lines do diminish. And the reason why it diminishes is because the teeth are spending so little time because it's moving so fast that there's no time for the artifacts to show up. Because in the space of a second, there's a lot more teeth covering that area on the idler.
But why wouldn't the problem be consistent on all the printers?
I do not know.
That's the funny thing.
Yeah, printing slow like other material, like TPU. You're not going to print TPU at 500 millimeters or 400 millimeters a second. Not in hell. TPU, even on a Core XY, you're lucky if you get 80 to 100 millimeters to get a decent quality print. If you go over that, you're probably going to have a bad quality print.
I'm going to print some tennis shoes.
That's
not my goal. That's not my goal this year. I'm going to print me some shoes, some big old fat shoes, and wear them.
Not regular shoes. They have to be big old fat shoes, Jerry.
My thought on the idler pulleys, whatever part they got that day at Shenzhen Marketplace. I mean,
my wife says that caveman feet.
John says he can use one of them. So yeah,
it's a shame people's feet aren't straight or curved, and you just buy one that's straight, or buy a set and have a spare.
Yeah, well, I've opened a ticket with them, Jared. I would say watching TPU at 450. Good luck. Like when I printed this, I ramped this up on the weekend on the live stream, doing a benchy or something up to a ludicrous speed, and I calculated the ludicrous speed to be around 450 millimeters per second, and like my monitor was jumping all over the shop. People on stream were actually watching my monitor wobble all over the shop. So.
I think at least one, if not more, people were on Bamboo bashing Grant for his live stream of his printer. But I thought the live stream was great.
Yes,
I don't understand why people want to talk so much crap online. If you want to talk crap, just don't get online. Don't comment. Scroll past it. No reason to say negative stuff.
I agree. So Eric, yes, when you set your printer to print at 60 millimeters or 50 millimeters, it's 50 millimeters per second. So I've printed on this at about 490 millimeters per second. And this is what I got out of it. But there is ringing there, but it's still good. It's better than what it was. But the excuse of, I'm very curious about how they do it as well, because I'm waiting to see what they say. based on my post to them or my ticket I open. If they give me that as an answer, I'll say you have two choices. You either find a proper solution for this, or you can have your printer back. That's my answer to them. I I'll go and build a Voron instead. That's their choices. They either get a proper fix in place.
You
or
won't build the Voron because it requires more money, and you don't spend
I'll
money.
build a Voron. I'd rather wait and build a Voron than do that and then deal with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it should print TPU, and I'm thinking about to print lithophanes, and if you print lithophanes too fast, you're gonna have a lot of black lines in them.
So make sure that when you do the plain
I will
cube,
find out for myself. So
when you're doing the plain
I'll
cube,
have one on my way.
make sure you put it X and Y. Make sure it's straight on the axis, not angled, right? Somebody else around said, "Oh, print it at 45 degrees," and I said, "That's hiding the solution. That's not fixing the solution." I said, "This is hiding the problem. The problem is there's one exists, and if you can't print like that, and you have to turn it 45 degrees to get clean walls, the machine is wrong."
Yeah.
Right. So, and other people said that on Facebook, and I said no. I says that is not the solution, and people are coming up with, "Oh, try this," and I tried it. I cleaned all the X rails and the whole works. No answer. So
yeah, Phoenix. All my regular printers, Phoenix. I don't crank up the speed. They print how they're designed. I'm retired. I don't need to speed anything up. But since this printer is designed for high speed, you want to have high quality, perfect prints.
Could be.
They're very expensive machines.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Phoenix, you said you do the standard settings. The standard settings for this is 300 millimeters per
The
second.
602 issue on Prusa, I'm not familiar with that.
They had a bearing problem, I believe it was. But Phoenix, this the standard default speed on this is 300 millimeters a second for PLA. It can go up to 500. And they say it'll print fine at 500, and they demonstrate.
Ludicrous is 500.
Well, Ludicrous is 166% of whatever you're running at. So if you set a printer to run at 100 millimeters a second, when you go to Ludicrous, it's going to run 166 millimeters. So Ludicrous is 166% of whatever speed you had previously set.
Okay. Hey Ben Brady, how you doing, buddy?
Guys, I have to pop off. I have to go out with my dog. I might pop in back if you guys are still online.
All right. Well, have a wonderful night, Matt. And can't wait for Louise to get her new P1P in the mail.
See you, Matt.
Yeah.
See you, Matt.
Take care.
He's sure, there's a link.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Oh, yeah, we're going to hear it now. Wait for it. Zach's going to come in.
We've been waiting on you, Zach.
He's going to whine. He's going to yell and shout at me. Wait for it.
Yep.
5, 4.
Yeah.
Wait
for it.
Link.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bearded dragon is here.
He's not here yet. We're just giving you a hard time, Zach. Don't be shy.
I think it's funny when people are in the green room and I announce them, you can see them. People are usually busting up laughing.
On your machine right now, we're probably. I don't know your machine. I don't know. I don't have one of them. I don't think. So I'm not sure.
No, I don't wanna.
See, that's why we love you. You have to come in now. We're going to give you crap over that now. Come on.
StreamYard should allow.
I ordered it.
You know what? Until you come in, that's going to stay up on screen so you can look like someone who's whiny. Come on.
I'm in the Bamboo Club, or I will be when they mail it. Yay!
Oh, now he doesn't want to.
Get your butt in here now. Come on, or I'm going to leave it up all stream.
But yeah, actually, there was one thing. Dwight kind of just like weaseled out of the question that I had earlier.
What was
so, which one would you like if you were to buy a 2.4 or the Rat Rig? Which one would you go for?
Based on the amount that I've been using it, I'd get the 2.4 if you don't need the 500 millimeter size.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the survey I did on Twitter said. So
that's the consensus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you need that big volume.
Zach, go with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Couldn't resist. Too easy.
Well, like I'd walked away for a second, and you said that about oh, he's great. He's gonna come in here. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna mess with him now.
I have
If
to give you
bamboo
a
don't
opinion. I know you can take it. That's why we do it, right? So
Everybody was.
Did you see the problems I'm having with the P1P?
I want a bamboo sticker.
Okay, one at a time, guys.
Okay, so I said, did you see the problems I'm having with the P1P?
No, I did not.
Let me show you the lovely print quality I'm getting. Watch. I have to come over here and show you. It might show up
It's
better.
hard. It's hard to
I'll
see.
be back.
You might want to make yourself big.
Oh, I have to come back over again. I'm trying to get over to my camera over there because
There you go.
I have a picture of it on my phone. You see the lines?
Yep.
Yeah, ringing.
Oh, but it's the whole way across, and it's not ringing.
Weird.
It's not ringing. It's the belt going over smooth idlers. They have admitted it's the problem. They have said it's the belt. Bamboo Labs have come out and said apparently that it's on Reddit that it's the belt going over the smooth idlers at low speeds, and at higher speeds it goes away. But that's not an answer. I'm sorry. They said print faster. That's not a solution.
Well, for what it's worth, I've never seen that kind of issue in any of my prints.
I understand. Yeah,
but
I know.
I've got an X1.
I wasn't expecting that either, but it's not working, and so I've opened a ticket. I'm waiting for them to respond to the support ticket, and if they say, "Well, just print faster," my answer will be no. Fix the problem. Don't hide it, because printing faster hides it because you have less contact time on the idler. So, but that's just
and the other thing too is the faster you go, the higher frequency your resonances are, and probably the easier time it has compensating for those resonances.
Well, yeah, you can actually see ringing when you go faster. I can see it.
Yeah.
So I printed this at 490, and it came out much cleaner. Less vertical lines, but ringing was crazy.
Yeah.
So
you have a much lower tolerance to surface finish artifacts than I do.
Say that again?
It said you have a lower tolerance to surface finish artifacts than I do.
Meaning
what you think looks bad, I'm like, hey, that's fine with me.
Yeah, no, that's not. I can print better like that than that on Ender 3. I'm sorry. Not at that speeds, but I can print better than with an Ender 3. I won't get any of those lines on an Ender 3. I can print straight walls.
I mean, if that's what you're going for, then that's the machine you need. But if you want something much faster with still, in my mind, acceptable quality, you can't beat them.
For an $800 printer, that is not acceptable though. Well, it's not, just slightly under 800. Yes, I'm picky in the finish because if I can get a better print out of an Ender 3 than I can out of this, and moving at Ender 3 speeds, I'm sorry, the Ender 3 is a better printer at that point. The Ender 3 can give a straight, smooth wall. Any printer here I have will give a perfectly smooth finish on a wall. Every printer I have here, this won't. So yeah, I'm picky, and I have a right to be. If cheaper machines can do it, then I'm sorry. So they have to solve it, and the answer of print faster, I'm not going to cut it. Yes, I want to print fast, but you can't print TPU at 450 millimeters a minute or second. Not a chance.
So, do you see the problem I have here?
Let me come over here. You're a little out of focus.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter if it's in focus or not. So, these are two colors. These are two colors.
Your color you're testing with is clear.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah. I put a clear filament on there.
Yeah, I was to the idlers. Yeah, but they should be sending them out to people with instructions of how to do this. It's like for the price of the machines, they should be doing it right, and they should be correcting it.
Should be right.
Yeah, they will last longer because there's less friction. You are correct, Marcus. You are very correct. So we'll see what they say. I have a ticket open. I want to see if they answer.
I'm back.
I have tried that, Jared. I have tried decreasing accelerations. I brought the acceleration all the way down to 100 millimeters.
I see a goat.
Shane the goat.
For the safety goat, bleeding for safety.
Zombie Hedgehog, if you're in chat, hello, buddy. How you doing? I'm a member of the Bamboo Club now. I don't have it yet, but I ordered it.
Yeah.
It costs way too much money.
I've tried so many things in the last 2 days.
But one thing I'll definitely do inside the Bamboo Lab, I'll put a 3D HP sticker. So whenever I do a time lapse or film something, it shows my sticker in the background. Free advertising.
Yeah, well, it's fast printing when it works. At speed, it does okay. If I'm doing PLA or whatever, it prints fine. It's higher. It prints okay. There is reading, but it's somewhat acceptable. But
So, Liam, answer me this: how long have you been 3D printing?
I don't know, about 7 years.
About the same as me.
And I have a lot of machines here. Like, it's not like I'm new to it, and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah, I mean that's not what I was getting at.
Yeah.
My thing is, I accepted a long time ago that you can have either reasonable speed, or in my mind, reasonable speed, or you can have better looking prints. And I'm used to machines that, or I started out on machines that print quality was not spoken of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were rough back then. Yeah.
That's why I wasn't in 3D printing sooner. It's because they used to be made out of plywood and the prints look like hell.
Yeah, but like, I understand what you're saying, but when I know a $300 printer can do better quality at the same speeds as this, because I brought this down to 60 millimeters, and it's just as it's the same, right? If not even a little bit worse than a $300 printer or $100 printer. You can't argue those facts, right? So there is something wrong, seriously wrong, if that is the case.
Well, I mean, if it's what you said and what they said, if it's just the idlers, then it should be just as easy as swapping out the idlers.
I agree, but I want them to admit it that they need to do this. Like, if you just accept it, then anyone who has the issue is just going to say, "Oh, this is the problem." They need to recognize there's a problem and address the problem. Because if you don't do that, all they're doing is shipping machines that have a problem. And I know it's not showing up on everyone's machines, but it's a problem. And a simple solution is change the idlers, which cost maybe $20, and they're done.
When I got into 3D printing, the CR10 had only been out for a few months. I don't remember how many years ago that was. 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay.
Shit.
I know it's technology, yeah.
And I wanted to print real big stuff. And I've done that for years. And let me tell you something. Don't print little stuff. Don't print big stuff. Watch somebody else's videos. Don't print big, because then you don't have nowhere to put it. And if you ever want to sell it, good luck. It's usually too big to ship.
That's a good idea, John.
Maybe small.
I will. Maybe I'll do that. That might be a thing to do this weekend. Because I have prints already from this. I'll just take the same file and print it elsewhere.
Saw Fever should be a good slicer for your bamboo. A nice fork of BS.
Yeah. The Saw Fever fork of the bamboo slicer it has basically bamboo slicer, but they've opened it up so you can change a bunch of stuff that you couldn't before.
Have they brought over adaptive infill?
I'm not sure.
Because bamboo doesn't have it. It has adaptive layering. It doesn't have adaptive infill.
Jared's been here a few times, and then when other people come over that've never been here, they're buying something. I bring them in here, and they're going to look around like, "Oh my god!" And if I ever want to change my backdrop, I got to go to Home Depot and buy a lot of boxes to put stuff in. Which I do want to change my backdrop and make it very simple and clean. And I'm not going to sell the Ghostbuster car. I thought about selling it. I put Zach on the big screen.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just looking at something here. Put who back in the big screen? Oh,
Back.
oh yeah.
I'm still troubleshooting this thing. It's not quite running on its own power yet.
Cool.
I think Jared built something like that a long time ago.
Are you gonna? I was thinking of buying that. Are you gonna put a stepper in there or something like that to control?
No,
it?
it's weight driven.
I know, but you have to redo it. Are you going to do something so it can actually auto keep strain on it so it constantly moves?
I mean, this one has a gear that you put a handle on and you just wind it, and it runs for like 7+ days. So no, I'll just rewind it.
If you need a gear rotational period, you could actually have a stepper that moves at exactly that amount of steps, and that would actually keep it going continuous.
Yeah, but if you only have to wind it once a week, is it worth the trouble of putting a stepper in it?
We're makers.
Now, the one to put a stepper in is there's another guy named Mechanistic that has a 3-axis Trevelyan that does not have any way to keep it running for longer than an hour. It's a huge, incredibly complicated build.
I've seen it.
And you wind it and it only runs for 90 minutes if it doesn't keep accurate time. This thing is adjustable. This is meant, the guy designed this to function and hold time long term. The period of the pendulum is tunable and
something I mentioned earlier, when you go to the Bamboo Labs website, which I did, I don't know, last week, and I put all 3 items in my cart. I put the P1P, the X1 carbon in my cart, and I put the AMS separately in my cart. And you look at the tax. The shipping was $35, and the tax on all 3 items is $58.54. And I thought it was odd that it had the same tax rate, same amount for each item. But once I went to pay for the X1 carbon today, that figure went up to like $120. So once you actually check out, that tax rate's going to change. So be ready for a shock. So even though it's telling you $58.54, that isn't what's going to happen. Because my tax was $121.35. It wasn't $58.54. But anyway,
so
it is
just under 10%.
Yeah, and Nevada don't have any state tax, so I don't know. It if you want it, you got to buy it.
Yeah.
So, or be a huge channel and get lucky.
There was they picked a lot of big channels, but they left out some guys like Stefan in Germany got upset because he didn't get picked.
If I was a big company making a printer and I only knew of somebody say a random big person, I'd contact him and I'd probably take his recommendations. Who else should I give them to?
That's probably what they did.
That's probably what they did. They asked some of the big people, they got stuff. Because everything I've ever reviewed from different companies, which is here and far between, or whatever you want to call it, they always ask me for recommendations on different people. And sometimes I recommend and sometimes I don't, because I've been burned on recommendations.
Yeah, well, I've recommended a couple for some printers, and Dave actually set them up. When I've even named some of you guys here, like for some of them, because they wanted some medium-sized guys as well. But they picked and choose who they wanted to go to. But
yeah,
they did ask me for recommendations. I've been there. So what else is everyone else going on?
Tim.
Tim was muttering to himself for a little bit there. So
not me. I'm gonna print. I'm printing. I'm gonna fire this up right now. I'm gonna print something that has flat sides and squares, and we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, do and make sure the sides are well. Just do a cube with a couple.
I'm printing the Voron ringing tower.
Okay, I don't know what that is. So
I think it'd be better if you printed.
It's a test print that you run in the Voron.
Yeah.
Check the ringing. You think what?
Print the exact same model he did.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I just got a cube. I just got a test cube, and I made it 60 by 60, and I printed it. And I said, no top layers, no bottom layers, and 0 infill. That's all I did.
Oh, okay.
So
just like in vase mode?
Sorry?
Vase mode or just one wall?
I know. I did 4 walls. I found in vase mode, it was actually warping on me.
Oh, okay.
So I went out of vase mode and I did it with 4 walls.
Base mode's
Okay.
too thin. I hate it. I done a really huge print one time, and it was great for the video, but I could sneeze on it and crush it. It was garbage. I don't like base mode.
Oh, I have one of these
Okay.
bolts in the back that are they're so tight I can't
0.8 nozzle.
the Allen key won't open it.
This is like about a 30-minute print, if that.
Okay, I can probably do a cube like that right in the slicer.
Yeah, just out of shape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just to do 4 walls or whatever, 2 walls even, 0
Okay.
top, 0 bottom, and 0 infill.
And 60 by 60?
That's what
Okay.
I did.
That's what I'll do. Others add a
Yeah, I've
shape.
seen that board. Read that comment from Jared.
Sorry,
Astro, or throw it on the screen.
Cube.
YouTuber had the issue. It was his solution was fixed.
60
Oh, maybe. Well, I have a ticket open with them, so maybe they'll come back with that as a solution. That could be. That's it. That's fantastic.
What's
that?
One thing about these printers being very user friendly, especially for a new person, yeah, they are until you got to replace something in them. Then you got to. It's like working on a rocket engine, trying to figure out how to take everything apart and get to it.
the tool head board is really easy to change.
It's right behind the printhead. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and
some
it's-
people
it's
that aren't
USB-C.
mechanically inclined might have trouble with it if they're not good at taking stuff apart and fixing things.
If you have trouble doing that change, then you have no business 3D printing, because you're going to hurt yourself. Because it's like a couple of screws and a USB cable.
Here's something funny. One of the screws that take off the back of this to put in the fan has a void sticker over it. Even though they give you the kit to install, if you open that, you void the warranty.
Yeah, I know.
Read-
That's funny.
Read the next 2 comments, Liam.
Sorry. But what he doesn't think or mention where he got the PCB from. I'm assuming they sent him a new one.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. And after replacing it, it stopped getting ringing. So I felt it was an unexpected good surprise. So, hopefully they'll come back to the ticket I've opened and say, this is the problem. We're going to send you a new board. There you go. And if they do, and it works, then I'll be happy. And
If that tool head has the same board, because they're all different.
I think it's, well, yeah. On the X1, I believe the tool head one.
Jared, which printer was he working on? Was it his P1P? He had that problem. I don't remember. I watched the video, but I don't remember which machine he was working on. It was X1 or not.
But either way,
Yeah.
the boards are different. I believe the X1 and Zach can confirm, or somebody else can confirm this, has JST connectors. This does not. The connectors in this are push connect.
But you got to think, these things are mass produced. Like, how many thousands of these things have they made? They're going to have the odd bad part.
Well, here's what I said on Facebook when someone said, and I said that mine works great. And I said, yeah, I probably got the one where the guy, it was on a Friday afternoon. The guy wanted to
Take
go.
care, Chris Travis. Have a good night.
Take care,
Night,
Chris.
Chris Travis.
Yeah, it was either a Friday afternoon or a Monday morning one.
Or Monday morning, yeah.
Yeah, hangover morning. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. It happens in vehicles. I mean, you get a vehicle. I could have the exact same vehicle as you, and I could have a lemon. So
I know.
Well, lemon law exists.
Years ago, a friend of mine said, never, you can check and see what day the car was made. Never buy one that's made on a Monday or Friday.
That would not surprise me one bit.
You know, I've watched assembly line videos for the Ford and GM and stuff like that, and they're pretty amazing. I'm thinking, how in the hell do you have time, since everybody's so busy, to train a new person? It would be really hard.
They have dedicated training teams.
They're like, go, 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 and there's so much going on with equipment and machinery, and it's just nuts to watch those
No,
videos.
they actually have a training production line. where they train you on your
I
part.
assume when they don't stop for lunch, this person probably goes on break and somebody else steps in and they keeps going. They can't. They shut everything down. That'd really suck.
They stop for lunch.
You think they shut down everything?
Yeah, they stop the line for lunch. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I would imagine they need to do maintenance on the line, so that's probably
Yeah. Got robots running stuff everywhere and people working, and it's just nuts.
because
There's more of that happening now with robots. Sorry, I'm loading up my laser. There's a lot more robot stuff being done nowadays.
Those decals aren't binding, he says. I voided enough warranties to know they're not binding. It's funny, though, you have to take that one off that says void warranty in order to do the upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, USPS has lost my mail lately a couple times. Really ticks me off. Thank God my letter was here today from Discover, which I thought was coming FedEx.
here's an issue that I've been having with USPS here in Wisconsin. An address that I had saved on file that the DOT sending me the information, and both times for the car and the truck, it got sent back saying that the address was wrong. And they they literally took this exact same information and sent it again, and it got through. This sweater here was another example where I thought somebody stole it off my porch. Apparently, it went right back to the person that made it, and was like, "Yeah," it came back, said the address was wrong, and I gave him the address. It's like, "Yeah, it's exactly what's on the package." They sent it back out to me. It's been kind of weird, and it happens every once in a great while. I don't know what's.
That's a lazy postman not wanting to go to your house.
It didn't even make it to the. Apparently, it didn't make it over to the mail guy to even deliver.
I haven't heard about my claim yet. When I put in a $250 claim for a broken print I mailed somebody off Etsy, I still haven't heard back. It still says they're reviewing it because I've always insured everything for years now, and all of a sudden I got a claim, and I hope they pay.
Their insurance is a scam. Dan sent me a laptop, and they lost it for like 2 weeks. And I put in a claim on it, and Dan wrote me up a receipt from DV3D Media LLC, and they said basically that's not good enough.
Oh, jeez.
Then why insure stuff if your word should be good enough? That's why you have insurance.
If you're buying it from a business and you've got a proper receipt, maybe insurance will be fine. But if you're sending something that's not got a proper receipt, there's no way. It's not worth it.
Yeah, Michael Castle. They probably are union. I was a union laborer here in Las Vegas in construction. Thank God I was. Now I have a pension to look forward to every month for the rest of my life. I've known people that they weren't in a union. They got a 401k, and as soon as they retired, they went out and blew the money on a car or something, and now they're broke because they got all that money all at once and they could blow it.
Yeah, I'd take a pension over a 401k any day.
Yeah.
You know what? I have one screw in the back that is so tight I can't get it off with the.
Yeah, I knew you had something too tight the way you're always wound up. Put a little lube on that.
It won't come out with the Allen key. It won't come out.
When Liam got the P1P and instantly started being crabby about getting it, and he's not that happy, I'm thinking, come on, Grinch, loosen up a little bit.
Thanks,
okay.
I knew I could always rely on you.
Yeah. Who else in chat thinks Liam kind of acts like a Grinch about stuff once in a while? If anybody wants to answer in chat. I think I heard my wife. I think I heard my wife yell at me for saying that. She can hear me talking.
Who, Brandy?
Yeah. Whenever I say anything negative about anything, she'll yell at me for saying it and not being respectful.
All right, I've been called worse. Worse. I've been called worse in the stream. I don't care.
I have a package I've been waiting a month for.
Is this loud in the microphone, or is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay though.
I'll mute it.
What happened to the package, Sergio?
It's a soldering iron
newbie.
I ordered. and
Same.
it went through customs a couple weeks ago in New York, and apparently now it's in Texas somewhere.
Wow.
Is it a pine sol?
A what?
A pine sol?
The Irish.
It's a soldering iron.
Irish in him.
Yeah, it's that soldering iron
Nah.
that has the roll of solder in the back, and as you push the button, it pushes the solder.
Oh, it auto feeds.
Yeah, you can do some micro stuff with it, one-handed. So,
Yeah, my wife is in the chat. She said that was very rude.
It's okay, Brandy. I'm used to him. It's fine. Just like you are.
she didn't just say it was rude. She said that was very rude.
Oh,
When people post a print online and they ask how does it look, I'll be nice about it, and I always have. If you ask me privately what it looks like, I'll tell you the truth. But I won't publicly say that, but I will privately if you really want my honest opinion.
so he's nice to
Oh, I know.
everybody else, but not to me. Now I
Well, no,
understand.
I'm nice to everybody. I try to be nice to everybody. But if you want to know the honest truth of what I think of something, and you ask me privately where no one else can hear it, if you're really excited about what a great job he did, I'm not going to burst your bubble. But it depends on the circumstances.
Well,
I'm not perfect at anything. I'm okay at everything. I'm not perfect at nothing, and I've never said I was perfect. So everybody's good at what they're good at.
what was that song? Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble when you're perfect in every way. Wasn't that an old song?
If their print isn't great, I scroll past it. Yeah. Well, that's better than commenting and saying something negative.
So,
But I've had people post stuff on my
It's like,
group.
oh God.
I've had people post stuff on my group a long time ago, and I think they're trying to punk me. I mean, come on, really? Really? You posted that? I'm thinking there's no way. They just want to see if people will be nice to them, I think. They look that bad. What happened?
Dwight's print just failed.
Uh-oh.
Popped right off the bed.
Popped off the bed.
this screw it's worn. The head of it's worn. I can't take it out.
What sheet do you have on that printer?
Oh, the textured sheet, but I
Is it
need
an
to
Allen
give it a
key?
clean.
It's an Allen key. Yeah.
Do you have a set of these?
No, I don't think I'm perfect, Betty Boop.
No, but I've tried other sets. So I have. They won't. No, the head is worn away in it.
Yeah, these ones they're like really good at getting stuck Allen keys out.
Yeah,
I
as long
really
as you
gotta
don't use the ball inside.
Yeah.
Let me give it a clean.
I've told my wife and her family for years when I fix something for them, and they said, "Well, how'd you do that?" I said, "Well, I'm Jerry Knapp. That's how come I did that." I'm trying to be sarcastically funny, but no, I'm not perfect at nothing. I'm just okay at stuff. Or if my son wants me to fix something, it's like, "Okay, Daddy to the rescue." And my
Probably
son
broke
said,
down the
I'm
ball.
going to cheat.
I have that set.
I'm going to
It's a
do
nice
it
set.
and jerry rigging it. It's going to be sitting on that microphone.
This one right here is the one I found that works best on the JSTs.
Mm-hmm.
What's
"What are
that?
they for?"
It's a depinning kit.
Oh,
I don't know what that is.
It's for removing pins from connectors.
Yeah, for Molex connectors and all that, all those JSTs, whatever. You pull the pins out with those.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better than stabbing yourself in the finger.
Yeah, I've done that.
okay.
Milan, hello. How have you been, buddy? How's it going?
Been a while. A micro what?
Dill.
I'm guessing drill.
I'm thinking he's saying drill.
Be very inappropriate to ask on a stream.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
A micro dill. I'm Chinese. Yes, I do.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Guys, I'm going to go because it's, oh my God, it's already 9 o'clock. I got
thank
to
you.
Because oh my God.
Thank you very much for everything, Sergio. I really appreciate it.
Hey.
So,
Yeah, Sergio.
if you need to find a bigger box, it's not a problem.
No, I know.
Oh, Sergio, the furnace has been great.
The what?
The furnace has been great after I moved that box off of the hose.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Have a great
All right,
night.
guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Sergio.
Bye. See everybody.
Ciao.
Take care.
Ethan.
Share the link, Mr. Liam.
Sorry, I was doing something else.
How many can you got? Charity makers running. How many people can you have here?
I'm okay with 6 people.
You can do 6. Okay.
Yeah.
Since you just had 6, obviously.
Hi, Milan.
So is that printing? What speed is that printing at, Tim?
What was that?
What speed are you printing that at?
Oh, I'm just the standard speed, so whatever. I don't want to go fast because I want to go a little slower to.
Is that a Wham Bam texture plate? Is that a Wham Bam, or did you order it from Bamboo?
This came with it.
It comes with a PEI, double-sided PEI. The P1P does.
Yeah, double-sided PEI textured.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. The side is open on that. Okay, the PEI. I thought he had the X1 carbon, but I can see through it, so obviously you don't. All right. Because I know the X1 carbon comes with that cool sheet. And you got to use glue sticks. So I got hold of Wham Bam, and if they won't hook me up for in my live stream, then I'm gonna order one from Wham Bam.
Well, I've heard someone on the groups today, or someone in one of the groups was saying that they got the Wham Bam is giving them not much trouble.
Oh, I hate Wham Bam.
There you go.
I had a Wham Bam on the Hevo RT at work, and by like the 3rd print, it was trashed.
Wow.
And that was the PEX. So they sent me PET to replace it. So I put PET on the backside, and the same thing. The sheets they use are so thin on the PET that they just break loose.
I've tried them on 2 resin printers, even though they're not really needed, but I haven't tried them on a 3D printer.
Yeah, the ones that I had, they bubbled right off the plate. Degreased it, cleaned it and everything, put it on there, and it just bubbled right back off. It was like it wasn't even on there.
Honestly, the cheap powder coated beds, a little bit of sandpaper, a little bit of ISO, and you're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even. It can be the cheapest cheap you can find. They work fantastic.
Yeah, I was told on the Bamboo, I've seen in some videos that they recommend you put a little sandpaper to them. I'm assuming wet and dry sandpaper, nothing rough.
I use like 400. You just want to scuff it and then you want to clean it. That's it.
Okay.
And that's on the texture.
What's that part there, Tim?
It's okay. Who can answer? What is this?
Narrow.
That's the new pressure advance test from
No.
What's his name?
And now you say it, I can see the numbers on the side.
Yeah. From the Voron pressure advance test from what's his face?
Nero?
Huh?
Nero?
No, Ellis. From the Ellis tuning guide.
Oh. I don't know.
The next thing I had was Russian cat food, and I was like, yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, no, and it's much it's a much better and more accurate test, I think, than the other one, the old one. I like it. It's pretty cool though. You can actually kind of make some funky art out of it. Ooh. Yeah, small little things, amuse, as they say. Yeah. So,
does anybody have a smartwatch that tells your heart rate and you wake up, check your phone, and tells how many hours you slept and all that stuff?
Yeah, but I don't ever wear it.
Just wondering if anybody has one and they think they work accurately.
Stepper.
My wife got one for Christmas, and she is checking every day to tell how many hours she slept and deep sleep and all this and that. Just wondering how well, or if anybody thinks they actually work.
It's a thick boy. I don't know why it's so freaking thick. It's just for a resin printer. Insane.
Okay, let's see if it stays on the bed this time.
I'm selling my Frozen Mighty 4K for $300. Got it online on OfferUp, Marketplace, and Craigslist. And Marketplace kind of seems like it's a joke. I mean, I'm not getting much response. OfferUp, I'm getting more response from OfferUp. But you got to upload from your phone with OfferUp. Then you can monitor it on your computer. I don't know how a smartwatch checks your sleep unless it checks your pulse rate or something on the top of your wrist. I don't know.
I think it's probably pulse rate and movement.
That supposedly tells how many hours you slept, if you're in deep sleep or not, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Your steps, walking, everything. She got one for Christmas from her mom. And I don't sleep very well at all. So if they actually work, then maybe I would buy one so I can see how many hours I didn't sleep. I'm up throughout the night constantly running to the bathroom.
In all honesty, if this fails, I'll just give it 2 bottom layers because really there's not much adhering to the bed here. So it's just 3 perimeters. That's it.
It has a mini EKG in it. Okay.
Yeah, Liam, can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm sorry, guys. But
Yeah,
I was saying I have a smartwatch. It works great. I've had no problems with it. It actually tracks your heart rate very well.
Tells how many hours you slept, how many were deep sleep, and all that.
Yeah. You link it to your phone.
I know. I've seen her phone app. And if you get a text, it'll tell you the text on that, and you can go grab your phone to do whatever.
Yeah. I have no problems with it. It works fine.
She can't talk on it like a phone, but
you can. I can on mine.
Well, she don't have a fancy one like you.
So she's got something like a Fitbit or something like that.
I don't know what brand it is.
Yes, the Fitbits don't have phone integration. The Samsung one, which is the one I have,
it has text integration. It does show text on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't have integration to the phone like
Dick Tracy's watch.
Yeah, well, mine I can make calls in here.
I bet you don't know who Dick Tracy is either, Liam.
I do know Dick Tracy. Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
So that's 4 o'clock.
My son would never know who Dick Tracy was.
I even get my Facebook alerts on here.
He says it's called a Kalanico. I've never Googled it yet. I've never looked it up on Amazon. Kalanico.
But I can do everything. I can make calls and all out of mine.
Yeah, Staganaki, if you can post it on my group, if you can print something and post your results, and Liam will see it.
Yeah. That'll help. I just want to see what other people are saying. Other people are saying, no, we don't have this. And then someone came up with a really smart idea. Saying, oh, print it at 90 degrees, as 45 degrees. Well, that hides the issue.
Yeah, I've seen that comment.
Yeah. That's about as helpful. That's about as useful. That comment was about as useful as a chocolate teapot, right? So. That's for the shell.
Sounds like a Facebook group that you're talking about.
Yeah, one of the bamboo groups.
Yeah. One of the Face 8 groups, yeah.
Well, aren't they? They're all pretty knowledgeable people on those Facebook groups.
Well, the bamboo group that I joined 3 of them, I think it was, and one of them says it's the official bamboo group. So when the printer went down and it wasn't for sale, the one I wanted to order for 24 hours, I asked on that group how long there might be down, if anybody knew, and they're like, well, how would we know? And I'm thinking, well, if it's the official group, maybe somebody from Bamboo could actually answer me in chat. And the comment was to message the company, which I did. And then by the time they got back with me in an email, they were back up. They're only down for about 24 hours. They said out of stock. I'm like, what do you mean? Been waiting on my credit card to get here. Now you're out of stock? What the blankety blank, you know? What the hell? Yeah, from what I've seen, Saganaki, I've been on Facebook for a very long time, but bamboo groups do look toxic so far on a couple things, but I think they're trying to control it. I don't tolerate BS in my group at all. And if somebody's bashing somebody, I will just ban them, period. Block them, ban them, whatever.
It doesn't show there's an opening to pass this cable through.
And my Facebook group is probably so small because I don't let everybody that wants to join. If they don't have a picture, that's one strike. If I try to look and see who you are and there's zero information, that's strike two. So, you know, I like to try to see who wants to join and make sure they're not just going to spam my group. You lost your Twitch feed. Okay, that's something weird, Ethan or Marcus. My wife watches through Twitch, and she says she gets kicked off all the time, so she has to go to YouTube, which she doesn't want to do. So I don't know why she's getting kicked off Twitch on her cell phone. She always watches on her cell phone, even though she's got a 45-inch TV on the wall in front of her. She'd rather watch us laying in bed and looking at her cell phone. Well, what's wrong with Jamie? I didn't know something was wrong with Jamie. Phoenix said something's wrong with Jamie.
Something wrong with Jamie?
Not that I've heard of. I don't know. Now he says nothing.
Saganaki, that's just Facebook groups in general. I think every single Facebook group that there is has been just useless, toxic mess.
So what's the alternative, Reddit or Discord?
They're about the same too.
Okay.
Just any of those type of groups, you know, just that's around a hobby. Usually seems to be just.
Well, they say if you ask someone for an opinion, you'll get. If you ask one person for opinion, or 50 people for an opinion, you'll get 50 different answers, right?
On my own group a few weeks ago, I made a post and I was looking help to buy the Bamboo Labs, and he wanted to donate it to my PayPal. So the first thing that happened is some other random person posted underneath my link. Oh, I want one too. Here's the link to my PayPal. So I deleted his post.
Good man.
That really ticked me off when you do that. Don't post something that you want underneath my post. If you want to make a separate post, go right ahead. But yeah, Bamboo has installed videos for all their upgrades. Yeah,
They have, yeah. They've done some stuff right. Don't get me wrong. They've done some stuff correctly. I just think there is room for some slight changes. I'm not dissing the product. I don't know. They might have a very simple fix for what I'm seeing, and if they do, all the better.
So this old Anycubic, like they use a lot of aluminum in it.
Yeah,
Like, that's like this is a chunk of aluminum. Like,
oh yeah.
So-
they're using metal.
Have you heard of Cunningham's Law?
yeah. I'm being scolded by my wife.
You're going to
no,
kick out of this one, Shane. Cunningham's Law.
She said, "Be nice to your 3D printing printer. You're not going to have any at all."
So
we're your friends.
Yes, you're my friends.
That's called desperation, Shane.
So listen to this. Cunningham's Law is the best way to get the right answer on the internet is to not ask a question, is to post the wrong answer.
Oh yeah. I've heard that one before. And that's pretty much like the only way that you can seem to get an answer these days.
Well, see, that's how you hack the toxicity of online discourse and harness that raw power for a constructive purpose.
Yeah, Saganaki, the only way to change your support would be making posts about it, talking about it, doing a video about it. Hopefully at some point the company sees this and they hire somebody or some team and they make it different. Because they might be used to doing the same thing that most companies in China do, but they may change.
So here's the thing with Bamboo support. They have massively underestimated the amount of support they would need.
Correct.
Because at the beginning, when it was Kickstarter, basically the only people who had it was people like me who ordered it on Kickstarter. Their support was fantastic, super quick. But now that they sell them as soon as they can make them, you know.
And they can't make them fast enough.
Right.
Yeah, so, and that's okay, but they need to be responsive, and they haven't. Like, I opened the ticket 2 days ago, and there's been no response yet. So that's a slow response rate for me.
Yeah, Saganaki, all the videos I've seen from China in Focus and some other channels I watch on YouTube is that millions and millions of people have COVID in China. They're dropping like flies, and it's just a giant mess. So, yeah.
They're not the only place where
The whole country is in huge trouble versus the rest of the world.
They're not. There's other countries that are having that now as well.
Not as bad as China.
Who came down with it yesterday.
Well, according to the videos I've seen from China, there's nobody's work. As soon as they opened everything back up and they shut down the lockdown, everybody became infected because they've all been away from everybody for a couple of years. Just like with kids in America going back to school, your immune system drops. You get around other kids, and now you all automatically start catching everything, getting colds, etc.
So, Ethan, I believe the bearings are, I think they are brass with like graphite inserts for lubrication.
Which?
The bearings on the carbon rods.
What do you think, Zach? If you're printing with it daily, wipe them down with alcohol once a week?
Yeah.
Every couple of prints, if a print doesn't stick, if you're printing something that you know is going to have a tendency to curl.
No,
the rod.
The rod.
Oh, the rods? I've not done mine yet. I need to.
Because I hear you should do it frequently. But do you really need to loosen up the belts? But I guess if you don't, you're gonna skip the steppers. You'll be dragging the belt. If you don't loosen up the belts like it says on the back of the printer, and then slide it back and forth, the hot end, so you can wipe the rods down, and then go around back, you tighten up the two screws to tighten the belts back up, according to their video.
That's overkill. Just drive the machine around with the screen.
I'm not a fan of spraying isopropyl alcohol on the belts.
Not the belts, the rods.
So you apply the alcohol.
I know. If you watch the video, they spray, and they're getting it everywhere.
Yeah, and the belts, which helps to dry
the belts out.
Yeah.
And then there's somebody in one of the comments said, "Oh, I did that, and it sprayed, and it hit my inside covers of the printed covers he did, and he said it discolored them." Well, you're spraying isopropyl on PLA. Of course, it's going to discolor them.
It's like people taking hairspray on a bed, which I've never done, and they start spraying, and that mist just kind of goes on everything and makes everything sticky.
Yeah.
Makes a big mess. Oh, when I sold my CR10 Max, the guy that came out and bought it was buying it for a friend of his, and he wondered why I didn't have blue tape on it. I about fell down with that one. So I guess him and his buddy have a lot of printers, and they like blue tape.
Well, some of the old printers needed blue tape on them, so.
Yeah. Well, I had a flex plate on the CR10 Max that came from Trevor, and I guess he had never seen a flex plate before. So I homed it, showed him how it worked, and it took two of us to carry it out to its truck. I hated to get rid of it, but $500 went a long way towards what I just bought.
Well, it was a good printer, though.
Yeah.
You still got your hypercube?
Huh?
You still got your hypercube?
Yeah, I'm not going to get rid of it ever.
I just started working on putting mine back together. I got it all wired up.
I haven't used my hypercube since different people helped me, including Zach with the firmware on it, and Tim helped me in different things that I've done. I haven't went back and tinkered with it. It just sits there. It's just I got too many hobbies.
Clean rag.
Oh, he's going to show us how much crap comes off of it.
Ethan, Marcus, carbon fiber rods or the metal rods?
No, I'm doing the carbon rods.
Well, I'm talking about Marcus because he's asking about the carbon rods. What kind of bearings are on the rods? Oh, it'll be the carbon ones.
The best way to clean them, what they should have done in their video, is spray the rag and then wipe off the rod. Don't
Yeah.
start spraying everything.
Yeah.
And disconnecting the loosening the belts and all that. I hone the machine. I bring the gantry all the way to the front, and then move the head all the way to the right. Wipe what you can get to. Move it to the opposite side and wipe that.
Yeah, I don't know why they asked for the belts to be loosened. That makes no sense.
No, I mean, you're going to retension them in doing that process. So that's what came off.
It's quite a bit.
This is the first time I've done it though.
I got that off mine, and I was only 2 days old.
And it was that the thing that you were talking about with the brass on the carbon fiber rods? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I'm pretty sure it's brass bushings with graphite inserts.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if that other fan works.
I started reading the chat. Like, oh,
Sorry, I haven't been reading chat because I'm trying to get. I was just installing the fan on this.
yeah. I was just saying. I was just reading chat, and then it just kind of kicked into my head. Or like, oh shit, that's probably what he was talking about.
Hey Tim, he's not there, is he?
Nope. It's probably gone pooping.
Turn the fan on.
We hear it. There he is.
What?
So Tim, he's not got his headset on. I can just barely see him.
Oh, he's printing.
Hey Tim, can you hear us?
Yep.
So I got a question for you. On any of your Voron builds, do you have CAN bus tool headboards?
Which tool head board?
Are you using any CAN bus?
CAN bus, no.
It's a lot easier with CAN bus, but you can order a replacement front plate for the X1 Carbon, and it's like $20, and you can pull the blower fan out of it. It's a standard 50-15, but it's a 4-wire PWM, just like what you see on PC fans that are PWM.
Oh, really?
But it's 24 volt, and you can in Clipper very easily use those fans as blower fans. I've got on my my Mercury 1, I've got a bamboo fan in a stealth burner, and it is amazing.
Okay,
wow.
I'm going to show this to Marcus. So let me put myself full. He asked about what the issue was. So let me put myself up here full screen. So I have a photograph. It's easier in the photograph. So if we look at the photograph, let me make sure. Yeah, if you look at the photograph, you see the banding.
Oh yeah, we see it right there.
That's the issue I'm getting.
That's
And
the
those
issue.
first lines, by measuring them, they actually align up to the width of the teeth of the belt.
Hey Liam, show him what you printed earlier. The little white thing.
Oh yeah. So
This is over on printables when he wants to print it bigger.
So Jerry said I felt lonely, so he sent me a little head. I can't say that with a straight face. I'm sorry.
Oh, so Shane, you'll hear something funny?
Yeah, you can carry him around in your front pocket and you eat a little bit of little head. Just pull it out and show everybody.
You were talking about me going to night shift the other day.
Yeah.
And today I talked to the boss man, and he brought it up again and said he was seriously thinking about it.
You're doing night shift?
Yeah, I do 2 p.m. to 11 p.m.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's second shift. That's not night shift.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have a third shift, so we call it night shift.
Hey Liam, was that at 100%? I've never printed it that little.
That was 100%. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So one that I did was 850% or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would basically I would be inside machine shop manager, second shift,
Nice.
and that come with the a nice little pay bump, and I get to sleep in again. Getting up
Which-
at 5:30 in the morning sucks.
You were working for a company that done drive shafts for submarines or something. Is that who
It's
you're
the
still
same
with?
company, yeah.
Okay. What
So
kind of
they're-
parts do they produce right now?
I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. We've got 3 shops, and I would be like night shift manager over the 2 shops here in Virginia.
So they
And,
they do contracts for other big companies like the military or whoever, right?
Yeah, like Electric Boat and Huntington Ingalls and
Hey, Tim,
Wartzilla.
Yeah,
I see vertical lines.
yeah. I'm just
I can see them right now.
on the
I mean,
right
I
hand side
pronounced
there.
it mine, but they're there.
But yeah, basically we do mostly right now. We do mostly maritime defense stuff, but like we do, merchant marine, ship
Right
work, and like heavy industry, power generation, steel mill. If we had a company walk in tomorrow that was building wind turbines and needed some big metal part made out of aluminum for a metal wind turbine, we take that kind of work.
There's a lot of different little shops or one big giant hangar type area that everybody's in.
So we have 2 shops here in Virginia. One of them is it's like a patchwork shop that's been there since like the 50s, and it's just been added on. That's kind of our small work stuff. We have one big garage bay that's got I think it's a 72-inch chuck lathe.
About how many people work where you work at in that one big building?
A couple dozen. The whole company's only got 100 people in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but machine shops don't need high number of people anyway.
Yeah. I mean, we average, around 40 million in revenue a year with 100 people.
But they don't see. I see a vertical line like there,
I can see it all the way across.
Yeah, we
depending
can
on the
there,
line.
but they don't look like they're tight enough together to be gears.
And, well, they're not as
There.
close than yours. So what's the y-axis like? That's the x-axis. What is it?
The print looks really smooth. The lines look like shadows almost. I mean, are they even pronounced
Well,
enough that
when you, depending on the way you get the light on the camera, it makes them better or worse, right? So, I mean, if I take that right up like that, you can hardly see a thing.
Mine you
print looks
can almost feel it.
perfectly smooth?
Let
but I
me
don't
see.
it. I wouldn't have an issue with that if you can see it. In
The other
light,
axis is
perfectly
the other
smooth.
axis is perfect. Here, let me show the other axis. Hang on, this is going to
Yeah,
get jumpy for a second.
mine you can just barely feel it,
Hang
but
on
you
a
can
sec.
easily it stands out a mile when you look at it.
Hang on a sec.
Okay, you see,
Shadows.
yeah, but they're not straight. A little bit, not so much though.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
enough. I would
pretty-
worry about it on him.
I mean, to me, that's a good looking print.
Yeah, see, I'm not getting that. Mine is not even anywhere close to that.
Yeah. And if I add some light over there, hang on, let's just see if I.
Add light at an angle.
So, yeah.
No.
3D experiments. Hello.
Hey, 3D experiments, how are you?
So I got something to show y'all. Let me ask you this, Liam. Are you okay with the profane word for posterior in text in an image?
Of course.
Okay. I printed something for a friend. He bought his kid a drift truck, a remote control drift truck, and he had me print a bunch of stuff for it. I 3D printed a body kit. I 3D printed some hard PLA tires.
I hope we don't drift into a curb on a street and shatter.
This is an RC car.
Are you posting? Is you share?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, don't be like the neighbor with the big diesel truck breaking his axle on the curb.
Zoom in.
It actually won't let me.
You'd have to save it, download it, and save it. Yeah.
This. Shrink the window a little bit. How you like that tag?
Yeah, I like the tag.
So this is a 1/10 scale remote control. I printed the body kit for him on the X1.
So we are cross-checking right now print quality on Bamboo X1 compared to what the Bamboo Labs P1P.
Oh, nice.
Because mine is not printing very good, and even though Tim is printing slowly, I can't get that clean a print on mine.
Chat says Control Plus will zoom in, but
I mean, I know how to zoom in Chrome.
okay.
Watch.
Yeah, that's Facebook. That's not.
All right.
So I'm going to start another print.
And
I'm gonna do,
control and mouse wheel is
50,000.
better than control and plus, by the way.
But well, you're getting a much better print than I am, Tim.
Yeah,
How many-
so far.
Liam, since you're on 3 platforms, how many people are watching on what platform?
I have 18 people right now. I had up to 30 earlier on, but I have 18. Nobody on Facebook, 8 on YouTube, and 10 on Twitch.
Okay.
So it's about 9 now on YouTube. It's about a balance between them.
Let me.
Yeah,
speed it
sometimes
up.
I have more on YouTube than Twitch, and sometimes it's the other way around.
Yeah, mine, it's almost a balance right now. But I wonder, you're asking about what percentage? That's a good question. I know I'm not the only person who has had this issue. I know that for a fact. So
Tim's looks perfectly fine. If you can see some shadows, I mean, it's not bad. It's not something I
no,
can feel.
that's acceptable. I don't have
I
that.
just sped it up too.
Yeah. So what speed are you doing now?
Right now, the medium one, whatever that's called,
Set
sport.
it to sport. Set it to so the way it
Ludicrous?
works is it's a percentage of whatever speed you're running, right? So try it at the highest speed.
Saganaki
Okay, I got
says, have you seen any without the issue?
Tim doesn't really have the issue. If you're
Compare
going up
belt
to really high
and-
speed, you might want to bump your temperature a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What do you mean compare belts with Tim?
The type of belts he's going to see, it's a belt size are the same. I'm guessing.
Yeah, GT6,
Here we go.
GT2 6mm.
There you go.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous speed. So when you
See
print
what
really fast, you get a duller print. It's not as shiny, which
Let's
is
see what-
okay.
and I bumped my temperature 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Grant from, what's Grant's channel?
30 Musketeers.
3D Musketeer, when he was done his unboxing, I thought when he went to Ludicrous, he kicked it up to like 245 on his temp.
It depends on the material. Yeah, you don't want it too hot because then it'll just sag everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Liam's camera just froze.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I can fix that.
that happened earlier.
Earlier on,
before we went
yeah,
live.
earlier on too. Deactivate. Activate.
Has anybody seen my camera glitch with the weird lines down the middle? Because I'm not running OBS in the background.
No,
So yeah, the finish is changing.
that's normal.
Yeah, it's look like a little more matte.
Yeah, that's normal.
Hey, Tim, is your cooling fan dropping as the bed goes down?
Oh, Jerry, don't let. You're gonna bring that up every time, aren't you?
So
Oh,
how's it
man.
looking though, Tim?
Looking good. Let me move the camera. Let me move the camera over here. And
Yeah,
focus
you
it
see-
here.
Okay, you can see the lines on the inside there. You see them?
Yeah,
The bottom section, but not the top section.
There we go. And where's my light?
It seems like the layer lines are more pronounced the way you had the light on a minute ago.
Yeah, see, as you go faster, it goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
I mean, in the correct lighting, I think I've heard that the human eye can see the difference of 10 microns, which is just nothing.
It's very clean since it's gone to ludicrous.
Yeah, when it
You,
gets
you can actually see the 3 steps. You can see in the middle there where I went to sport. That's impressive quality for that speed, though.
I just read somebody post. Somebody mentioned that the latest update of Simplify 3D will work with Bamboo.
It's a direct drive. Yeah, it's got belts now.
It is direct drive, Marcus.
Somebody said Simplify 3D is the Windows Vista of slicers. It was cool when it came out, but not anymore.
You remember turntables, direct drive, where if they have a belt, direct drive, they spin straight off the motor, and if they weren't direct drive, they pulled off a belt. So,
Zach, my Popeyes trip wasn't too good this time.
I ain't had Popeyes in a while.
they got
Yeah.
great chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, I got just a normal. I didn't get the tenders. I just got the normal 3-piece. The wings had no meat on them.
Ugh.
Wow.
I pulled the skin off. Went through the crust and everything, and pulled the skin off, and there was no meat. So I just had a leg and some crusty wings.
We got a Cane's just opened up near us. That's what we've been hitting real hard lately.
Cane's are expensive, but I go there once every couple months. I go to Cane's.
That's a good question, Sebastian.
Last time I went to Cane's, it seemed like the chicken fingers were smaller. But yeah, Cane's is really good.
A lot of it being really good at my location is probably because it's a brand new location.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of time. I'm sure they go back downhill.
I heard on the news that they opened up an In-N-Out Burger somewhere in the Midwest, and people were lined up for 12 hours wanting to try In-N-Out. There's In-N-Outs from Vegas, but the hype it eventually goes away where there's no wait when you go through a drive-thru.
So I've never been to Popeyes. We don't have a Cane's in this area.
Yeah, they've got good fingers. I'm used to really good fingers were from bars back in the day. You go to the bar when you're younger and you get a six piece, medium, mild, or hot, and they're like $6.99.
Mighty Studios, hey.
Yeah,
going for small anymore.
we have a place here that's called The Bar, and that's if you want cheap and halfway decent chicken nuggies, you can go there.
What's a chicken nugget? What's a nugget?
It is the boneless wings.
Nugget.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Nugget. Is it a nugget or a nugget?
Last time I got nuggets from McDonald's, it's like they were half dried up. They used to be really plump and tender and decent size. The last time I got them, it's like, where in the hell's all the meat out of these chicken nuggets from McDonald's?
I forgot I left on the skirt on this thing. I'll have to.
Well, guys, I think I'm getting off here. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll be finishing up in a few minutes anyway, because I normally run for about 3 hours, and then we raid over to somebody. For the Twitch guys, we raid over, and anyone else.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah, I want to see what happens here.
Has anybody with a Bamboo actually printed out the TPU or plastic rings to put on a cardboard spool that actually work? Some people say they don't work. Some people say they do work.
People say it doesn't.
So here's the thing: there was a lot of miscommunication with the cardboard spool thing. In my mind, there's 2 reasons to use rings on cardboard. One is to keep the dust down, and 2 is because of floppy cardboard like protopasta. You know how floppy? I mean, it's like paper thin.
Okay.
From my experience, the thin, the medium cardboard, like Polymaker, they work best without rings. But on the thinner ones and even on the medium ones, I put the rings on and they work fine.
Yeah, and also
I agree
too,
with
like
what Marcus just said. Yes, do get a food dehydrator. It's better.
Yeah, I've got a big food dehydrator. Hold on, look.
yeah, and this right here, I don't know if you want to make me big here. So this is Polymaker spool. This is how it came.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Somebody dropped it.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
not the only problem. Outside of that, here's the other issue.
That's
Shane,
like print bed right there, right?
yeah, 3D print bed. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a company out of Lower Michigan.
Yeah, I know them. Yeah. Here's another issue. I pointed this out earlier. On the back of the printer, where the spool holder goes on the back of the printer, spools like these have a problem because the bolts that hold on the spool holder protrude out and get caught in these ribs and actually jam up your spool from turning and cause a print failure.
And I've heard of people saying the spool might jump out of the AMS. Well, you keep the lid shut, and that can't happen.
It's occasionally on rewind where the rewind speed on the spool doesn't match the feed out speed.
Will it kick the lid open?
No, it just the spool just kind of jumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing too, not all spools will fit in the AMS.
Yeah, too wide or too big.
Yeah, Zach could probably talk more about it. I don't know what direction it is.
Spools under 70 millimeters only in width.
All right.
1 second, guys. I'm just starting off my next print.
Yeah, Marcus, as far as for chicken nuggets, I don't know how you get them fresh. They get them in frozen. You get what you get when you order it. So, but yeah, it does seem to me they used to be a lot plumper years ago than they were last time I had them. Yeah. They seemed like they were more dense and flatter. And it's like, wow, this isn't like they used to be.
Yeah, what he's talking about is like fresh out of the fryer and everything.
Oh, I see.
If they sit for a while, they're a little soggy and not as good.
It's like Sonic. I used to love Sonic. If you eat it fresh at Sonic, it's good. Take it home and reheat it. Blech.
Sorry, guys. McDonald's food is the worst.
My wife wants a Happy Meal every Thursday. For some reason, she likes Happy Meals from McDonald's.
It's the worst. Burger King food.
Take care, Jack. Have a great night.
Take care. Thank you for hanging out with us, Zach.
Appreciate it,
Zach.
Oh, so you slowed it down again? The error coming back.
I just wanted to slow it down to sport just to see.
And look at the error.
Yeah, you can see it on the inside on that back wall.
And on the right side in the front. But
again, the camera kind of exaggerates it a little bit.
Yeah, but it's visible. And mine is really visible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there.
It's very smooth to the touch.
So Ludacris got rid of it, and then anything slower came back. Okay.
Yeah, mine you can actually feel.
Yeah, I can't feel it at all on this.
At ludicrous speeds, it goes away. But then I have a little bit of Z bending at ludicrous.
3D experiments. Arby's is really good if you ever had Arby's.
Oh, there you go. That looks better.
Their gyros or their beef and cheddars are awesome. So
yeah.
We cook more. I would say we have fast food here once a week. That's it. Saturday afternoons, just our Saturday lunchtime. That's the only time we have. Everything else we cook at home.
I got Domino's the other day for my wife. I bought her a hand toss, and I got a pan pizza. My pan was very doughy and tasted undercooked. And it's like, wow, I've had this before, and it was never that bad. The pizza was gross. And I love Domino's. So next time, I guess I'm going to have to go back getting hand toss.
Let's up the speed on this.
Yeah. So I finally got that dialed in enough, I think.
Oh, you different colors?
Yeah. Yeah, I went the wrong direction the last time.
Okay, we're going to go ludicrous on this speed.
Yeah, the one thing I like at Burger King is onion rings. It's about the only thing. Yeah, I got rid of the spicy chicken sandwich, the old style one.
The only place that got good McDonald's was at their headquarters. Right by the headquarters is a McDonald's. And the reason why it's so good there is all the management that join McDonald's, no matter what level you are, you have to work there for a few months and know the business before you take your job in your office. So they're all trained, they're all management, they're all really well trained, and they want to portray the company in its best light.
Yeah.
And it's the only place I've ever gotten McDonald's I actually found palatable. Anywhere else I can't stand McDonald's.
Carl's Jr. is really good. They're Western bacon cheeseburgers, but I don't eat there much because I consider them expensive.
I just slowed it down to silent mode, which is 50%.
So I mentioned the
speed.
material. I've got the same issue on both PLA and PETG.
Hey, Tim, since you're doing all those different rates, write that down, make a video about it. You could do a YouTube short or something explaining what speed and what the print quality was.
Yep, that's a good point. Write it down or I'll forget, because you know me, I'm old and I forget things.
Yep, I do that a lot.
Oh, nice.
I forget I'm married sometime, then I go in another room and there she is.
Oh, man, you are asking for trouble. Brandy, he doesn't mean it. Don't hit him too hard.
He's not watching right now.
You can hit him, but not too hard.
She'll say, you're an a-hole. But anyway.
So this is ludicrous speed going right now, guys.
On yours, yeah.
And you can watch if you look at the screen, you can see my monitor do this.
Yeah, that's why you should put googly eyes in the corner of that monitor so you can see them.
That's a great idea. I don't have any. I should buy some googly eyes.
I've been having a hard time finding them.
Hey, look at what he has. He printed one.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I have one. I've never put mine together, but I printed one.
Yeah, I got it all together, and then I was looking for like a parts list.
You should have a point there. There, Saginaw has got a good point. That's what's wrong with you, Jerry. You got hit too hard. So, are you using the same one? It's the same one I use, yeah.
Yeah, it's off of Thingiverse and everything. And
I have the metal. I got the aluminum cog for the back.
Okay.
Yeah,
but the rod that goes through.
You buy it. Yeah, if you go to the in Thingiverse, there's a link to a YouTube video, and then the YouTube video has a list of all the parts.
Oh, okay, that's how you did it.
Yeah, the rod I bought off Amazon, I got to cut it down like 1/4 of an inch, but I can send you the link if you want it. But well, you'll need other parts. So
yeah, I'll have to look at the list and see what's there.
If you can't find it, message me on
measure.
Facebook. If you can't find it, I'll send you the link to one I bought on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's
I could probably get some stock from like hardware store or whatever and make one too.
Yeah.
So.
But it's very noticeable.
What do you say, Liam?
No, I'm just answering Marcus's question about it. Was it convex or concave? Yes, you can actually feel it.
Okay, look at that top. Look at the very top. When I slowed it down to silent, it seems like okay. The second layer from the top that you see there is the sport mode, and it came back a little bit, and then I slowed it down to silent, and it seemed to go away less than the sport mode.
No, I've tried all different speeds. Still there.
So the layers you're seeing here, so this one you're seeing right here is standard. This little band right here is sport. Then we went to ludicrous right here. Then we went back down to sport.
Yeah.
And now we're up here. We're at silent mode right up here.
Yeah. So I've tried all different speeds. I find that at ludicrous is the only one it goes away at. It does. The faster you go, the less prominent it is. But at ludicrous, it's almost gone. Almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving at about 450, between 420 and 450 millimeters print speed, that's when it goes away. Or almost goes away.
Pull your comment down, Liam.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so we got.
It's not extrusion inconsistencies, no. If it was extrusion inconsistencies, it'd be per layer, not across one layer. These are individual vertical lines. Horizontal lines could be extrusion. Vertical lines are not extrusion.
Hey, Tim, if you don't want to do a video on it, you could screenshot this and edit the video in whatever paint or whatever, and have an arrow pointing over explaining what each layer is, and just write it in nice and neat what it says. Type in what they are.
Yeah, I probably will do a video. So let's go to Ludicrous for the last little bit.
Yeah.
That way I can see Ludicrous side by side with the silent, the slowest mode.
Well, the sheen will be totally gone, as you know.
Oh, I think it's almost done.
Tim, Liam can send you a copy of this if you want to download it. He can send you the
Oh,
copy of
yeah,
it.
because he's on YouTube. That's right.
And then you can just edit us out of here if you want, and then you can explain it and do a voiceover.
Good
Actually,
point. Yeah.
Tell you
Okay.
what, take yourself out of it. Do this work?
Take myself out of it.
Make him big again. Take yourself out of it.
It just finished.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, well, that's okay.
We can still do a voiceover with his face there. He's a ventriloquist.
So what he can do when he does his voiceover, he can put himself in the picture up above it, just over his video.
Yeah.
Then we'll be all like, talking, flabbing away, and we'll be just talking, explaining his thing. It'll be kind of one of those.
Yeah, but these are too regular. It's not an extrusion problem. I really don't believe it is.
But overall, okay, like with the naked eye, I can see the banding, the differences in the colors and the smoothness, because obviously, but overall, I mean, any one of those finishes, I'd be happy. It's not nearly as bad as you were getting.
Yeah. Yeah, so other people are saying it, and even Bamboo Labs is saying, yes, we know it's a problem.
What about tension on the belts? Because I know that was one of those things. Is it
Bamboo
too tight?
Labs themselves have said it's the idlers, smooth idlers, and the tooth belt. So that's a good print, Tim.
Hey, Liam, do a screen. Make him big. Do a screenshot for yourself of that. When you contact Bamboo, you can say, "My friend Tim in Canada," and plug his channel. Did this print, and then show yours, and you can explain the differences.
Yeah, stop there. You have a screenshot. You can see it a little bit there. There you go. You can see it in the bottom, and you can see it in the second from the top.
You got a screenshot, Liam?
Yes.
I don't know what you use. I type in snip, and I use snip to screenshot.
I use the keyboard. Yeah.
The bottom deformed a bit because I pulled it off the bed hot.
That's fine.
So
yeah, but it's not that. It's definitely they've admitted it's a hardware problem.
Yeah.
I'm just going to push them to make it right.
Thank you,
and
Tim.
To me, making it right would be issued to the idlers to be installed to fix the problem.
Oh, I have a nice little container now.
Yeah. Mine don't. Mine are all empty. I didn't know bottom layers.
Black licorice.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that, but I don't have a Prusa, so. I wonder how long do we have left in this print. Let's see. At ludicrous speeds, 23 minutes.
But the corners on this thing look great. No elephant's foot. Probably like a panda foot, but no elephant foot.
So is that printed well enough? You think it's sellable? I think it is by looking at it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, his came out much better. I'm not
one little glitch right there you can see on that side. I think that's when I sped it up or slowed it down. One of the two.
Slide under extrusion, the one line.
Yeah. Actually, over. I can feel it.
Okay.
But I think, and I also did a temperature change when I slowed it down too.
Yeah, and my corners are actually bulged too. So
are they okay?
I have to do.
So my guess is that your input shaper or the calibration's not taking.
Yeah, that's what I suspect. Somebody did mention earlier on that one guy replaced the board in it, and it solved it. Yeah. So yeah, it could be that too.
Yeah.
And if it's that simple, they can just send me a new board. I'll stick it in.
Yeah, exactly.
The board is right behind the hot end, so.
There we go.
There you go.
Little desk organizer. Good idea, printing the cube.
So my light is working. My extra fan is working fine. So all the upgrades. The next thing is if I can get it to print cleanly, I'll print the sides, or maybe I'll just put it on one of my other machines.
So I got to get the camera working. So you said you had to reset this up here.
You have to go in and log out in the printer, and then I removed the app.
Oh, log out.
Phone.
So you log out through the
No. In the printer, you can log out as well.
You can log out in the printer. Oh,
You log the printer out of it. Yeah. So what you do is you go to.
All right. Speaking of logging out, I gotta take off.
All right, man.
okay.
Take care, Shane. Have a great night.
So if you go
Say,
to
Shane.
the option down on the left hand side,
Oh, there we go. Log out, and yes, we'll log out.
and then go in and remove it out of your app on your phone,
Oh, okay.
and then log back in.
Okay. So remove the app on my phone.
Yeah, but that's what I did. I removed everything and started again.
Delete app.
Left with a boot joke.
Okay.
Did I miss some? Did I miss that?
Let's log out here too, just in case.
Oh,
No printer.
this print
Okay,
quality
good.
is ready. It's really bad. Ludicrous speeds is great for straight lines, straight walls. When you have a lot of moving, it doesn't work.
Okay, so now if I log in, please configure your account by Bamboo Handy.
No, you have to set it up again on the app on your phone.
On the app on my phone. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this time you have to find its IP address.
Oh,
Bluetooth, you'll have the Bluetooth, and then you'll have a Wi-Fi with the IP.
2.4, I think 5 won't work from what I've heard.
Sorry, what was the question, Jerry?
2.4 gigahertz, not 5 gigahertz. I heard 5 won't work.
Yeah, it
what I
won't
heard.
work on 5. Yeah.
Bamboo Handy, download.
You'll have to scan the QR code on your on the front of your print bed.
Agree.
Oh, so I shouldn't even install the app yet until I get the
Allow.
printer, right?
Well, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
Create account. I guess I got to log in.
Cell phone, and you link to the printer. And once you're logged in your cell phone, you're logged into the same account on your computer, right? They learn. It shares the information.
It'll just speed up my live stream if I already have them installed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm logging in on the app again.
Yeah, Shane's typing in chat. He didn't get us on screen. He's like, speaking of logging out.
Ah. Okay. Now I get it.
Sign in. Oh, I guess I have to agree to their policies. Yeah. Come on.
There's one thing I don't like about when they log in on your app on your phone.
Yeah.
They ask for access to your contacts.
Oh.
I always turn that one off.
Yeah, that's no reason for that.
Marcus, thank you for the
Scanning
subscription,
printer.
Man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Awesome, Marcus.
Oh,
Thank
there,
you.
it found the IP now on the printer. I didn't even have to
Select the
scan
IP.
anything.
Yeah, select the IP address,
Ah.
not the Bluetooth option.
So hang on, let's go back. Select the IP. Okay, come on. Select IP. And then select myself or my print. Oh, confirm to bind.
Send anybody in chat on the X1 Carbon, since it has spaghetti detection, is that just a built-in feature that's free, or is it something you have to pay for at some point in time, like a service?
It's built in, Jerry.
What?
It's part of it. It's built. Oh, my camera froze again. It's built in.
Oh, yeah, you're still talking, but your voice got louder, so you must have walked closer.
It works, Liam. Thank you.
Saginaw told me, so don't thank me.
Okay.
Well, but you told me.
Yeah, I need to reactivate this. 1 second. Second
Let me see if it works.
Third time it's done today.
Hey, Saganaki, did those clear printed light diffusers work, or did you end up reprinting them, or did they work okay?
Bamboo Studio.
Oh, about spaghetti detection. I was wondering if that's a feature you have to pay for at some point in time, or is it just built in with X1 Carbon? It's a because there used to be another program out there floating around where if you want spaghetti detection, stop a print.
Yeah, it was called spaghetti detected.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but it doesn't work on the
Works
desktop
fine.
app.
All right.
It'll take your desktop. Yeah, I have a problem with the desktop. I have to figure that one out yet.
Yeah.
Take care,
Okay, no
Phoenix.
big
Have a good
deal.
night.
Take care, Phoenix.
Well, with that done, I'm going to go up. Ethan's bedtime, so I'm going to go upstairs and say goodnight.
All right.
We've
Yeah,
got
Liam's
this
getting
all
ready to
figured out.
jump over to somebody.
Yeah.
Jump on Twitch. He's going to raid into somebody, and then drop off on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, we'll go right over somebody. Let's see how many. We have 18 people on here right now. Take care, Phoenix. Take care, Eric. So we have 10 people on Twitch and 8 on YouTube. So those guys who are on YouTube, we're going to raid over to another channel. And by raiding over, you cannot travel over because you have to be on Twitch. So we're going to move our Twitch guys over. So give me a second. Let's do a quick raid channel. Let's see who's out there.
And everybody watching, I hope to see you back Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. I'll have my live stream on. Liam may be there. Tim might be there. We have great makers from all over the world that drop in. I stream for usually 3 hours every Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific. But I really appreciate everybody dropping in today and commenting and, coming on stream. It's been awesome.
So we're going to raid over to Big Jano. He's only got 6 people watching. So go over and say hi to Big Jano.
Sounds good.
And share the love over there. Let me just get started our raid, and then we'll end our YouTube broadcast. So just give me a second, guys. We're just this print is really rough. Okay, guys. Thank you. We're going to raid over now. 7 people. Take care. Thank you for joining us.
Everybody.
On Twitch. Okay, Twitch.
Have a great night, everybody.
Over. And on YouTube, we are going to hang up here. So, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. It was fun as always. We had a bit of fun with it tonight. So I'll see you on Jerry's stream on Saturday, and I'll be back next Tuesday, and I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Oh, don't forget, take out D with 3D. When are you next streaming, Tim?
Sunday night,
Sunday night.
5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
He's on almost every night. Almost every night Tim's on.
He's on a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna cut back a little bit. I got to start doing more videos.
All right. Take care,
Thanks,
guys.
everybody.
Take care. Bye.
See you guys.
I'm waiting to look for your jumping over.
Oh, I ended the wrong one. I ended the wrong one. Crap.
You ended Twitch?
I ended Charity Makers.
Oh.